Welcome to Books Boys. Every month, the Dean and PJ tell you all about the books they've been reading and make some recommendations from our old favourites, plus surprise call-ins from authors to talk about the works that they're writing, original music, prize giveaways, and more. That's Books Boys on booksboys.com and all good podcatchers. Books Boys. Get it. Buy it. Books.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Maddie.
How's it going?
What? Yeah, you're fine. How are you? I was going to say welcome to What the Fuck is Happening, the podcast.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But
Welcome to What the Fuck is Happening, the podcast.
it's fine. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, fine. I got drunk for the first time.
I was there.
Not the first time ever. For the first time in 18 months last night. And you weren't really... Okay, I'm a lightweight to like...
Did it get worse?
An embarrassing degree.
Same.
I have like one drink and I'm like, oh my God, I'm falling over.
Literally me. I had one glass of wine last night and I was like, the
This
room
is
is
true.
spinning.
This is true. But no, okay, you know, I had 3 drinks and I was like, wow, I'm so lit. And then you left and Chelsea and I, friend of the pod, decided, we had a deep conversation. I was like, do you want to do a shot? I'm like, yeah. So I went from 3. I waited a full almost 5 hours of nothing. I was completely sober again and then had 6 drinks.
Stop. Oh my God. Is that why you were texting me at like 2 a.m.?
Yeah, which is, for me, blackout. I was like 2 sheets to the wind. I was lit.
Classic.
But
Yeah.
it got to 3 a.m. and I was like, fuck, I have to make my bed. I have to strip my bed and make my bed with new sheets.
Right.
So I did. But I was making the bed and I was like smoothing it out in my drunken state. And I felt a lump. And at first, oh my God, there's a dead rat in my sheets. I don't know how it got there, but there's a dead rat in my sheets.
Right.
I like freaking out. Anyway,
Was it
what?
just your pillowcase? That happened to me like 2 weeks ago.
No, even better.
Okay.
It was a pair of women's panties.
Nicholas, what have you been getting up to?
And for like a hot second in my drunken brain, I was like, did I sleep with a lady? With a lady woman?
The blasphemy.
Me? And then I was like, and then I get clicked and I remembered I'm gay.
Right, of course.
And I was like, my roommate must have just borrowed my sheets and then washed them in her stuff.
Wow.
So I thought for a second I was straight. Can you believe it? That's how drunk I was.
No, I can't believe it.
Yeah. And then I
Existential crisis.
cleaned the entire bathroom.
Wait, is this the elephant in the room this week, Nicholas, for
No,
a
I
second?
forgot. Well, we haven't done that yet. I just thought I'd get that out of the way.
Okay, right. Okay, it's just a story that needed telling.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Elephant in the room then.
Yeah.
Is
Well, do you have one?
no? Do
Oh,
you have
fuck.
one?
I thought you had one. You said it
No.
like with conviction.
Sorry. It was very questioning in my mind, but
Well,
Yeah.
okay. So the elephant in the room this week is that you watched Ella Enchanted for the first time last night.
yes, yes.
That was not the reaction I was hoping for.
No, it was good. It was. Good.
It's a banger.
It was a banger. Yeah.
It's my childhood, and it holds up. It doesn't hold up, but it holds up. But
I think I'd probably like it more if I had watched it as a kid. But
okay, well, what were your thoughts?
yeah.
Okay,
That was-
well, fuck you. That was about. Now you have to pick an elephant in the room
No.
because clearly that went nowhere.
No, it was fine. It was very big. Had a very big personality. And I think I think I'd watch it again, you know, maybe by myself so I can really like take it in.
Right.
That's that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, watching it as an adult versus as a kid is iconic because it's the start of the movie. It starts out and you're like, oh, this is a really fun way to tell a story about racism and segregation and stuff like that. Really deep topics. I can't believe it's exploring this in this kids movie. And then it just forgets about all of it halfway in the movie. Yeah. And it becomes a love story.
Yeah, definitely, very much so.
It just ditches it.
It does.
And also the main character in the film is like the victim of this stuff, and she's just it's Anne Hathaway. Like she's completely white.
Yeah, it's
like the
really
most
true.
white.
The right at the beginning when they made her like break up with her best friend who was, I don't know, Euphorian or something. I don't know, but like a person of color, and she had to say, "I would never be friends with someone like you" or whatever. And then Anne Hathaway was like in tears on her bed, and we were like, "Wait,
Why
is
is
she the
the
victim
victim?
of the racism here?" Like,
It's iconic. But the movie does star Hugh Dancy as well, who, not to be dramatic, but is the most beautiful thing just ever.
okay, is he been in anything else?
Yes, in the acclaimed series Hannibal,
Oh,
playing Will Graham.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's really hard being disappointed by you.
You are so
often.
constantly, though, yeah. All right, okay. New elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Second elephant
Okay.
is we have a guest today.
Okay, this is true. We do have
This
a
is
guest
the important
today.
thing. This is the most actual important elephant.
The most actual important element.
Exactly.
Stunning.
Yeah. Okay. Nicholas,
Yeah.
would you like to introduce her?
I can give it a red hot go.
Okay, go. She's Miley
Okay,
Stewart's
this-
alter ego.
Oh, well, fuck you, honestly.
Bad bitch icon.
Oh, bad bitch icon. Bad bitch icon.
Yep.
Okay, this is JordanKCreative.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute legend.
Wait.
What? Oh, you've got sound effects.
Wait. I hadn't turned it up. Okay.
Absolute legend, icon, moment.
Yep.
This is someone who has a podcast that honestly slaps.
It does. Mess to
It's-
success, everyone.
Truly go and listen
it
to
a
it and be
listen.
inspired by how
Yeah.
how much conviction she has
Oh
and
my God, yes.
confidence
It's
in
true.
her talking and passion.
Yep.
It's honestly just a pleasure to listen to.
Yes.
It's
Anyway.
got a slice of like
Oh, sorry. I
excellence.
just totally interrupted you. So this is Jordan. Jordan, say hi.
Hi, everyone. Thank you guys so much. for having me.
Wait, sorry. Okay, I really fucked that one up.
No, thank you guys so much for having me. That was like such a beautiful introduction. Also, I was like holding my laughter in the whole way through the start while you guys were talking about Ella Enchanted because same.
Have you've seen it?
Yes,
Yes.
and,
Okay.
like-
Thank you. An actual reasonable person.
It's a great movie. I have not watched it since being an adult. So when you were talking about how, you know, it's got those themes of like racism and you're like, yeah. And then midway through it just completely forgets about it.
It's so fucking funny.
And also
though.
Anne Hathaway crying over like
Yeah.
iconic.
It's
iconic.
but honestly,
Truly.
the musical numbers hold up.
Oh my gosh.
Well-
they do the Queen song, Somebody to Love.
Yeah.
It's just this random musical scene in the middle of the movie, and it
Oh
doesn't
my
happen
gosh.
again until the end.
I was obsessed with her dress during that scene though. I just wanted
This
to
is
be
fair.
her.
She really went for it too. Like she committed to that moment. She was like
Yeah.
fully dancing, singing.
She committed to the role.
She did.
The movie's
Good for
camp.
her.
That's I was telling Maddie the difference between a movie being cheesy and bad and a movie being camp and iconic is the actors committing to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%, 100%. And that was like off the back of Princess Diaries too. So
Yeah.
I went in with high expectations. I believe at the time those expectations were met. So thank you so much, Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, thank you, Anne Hathaway. That's honestly exactly. Anyway, how are you?
I'm really good. I'm so excited to be here. I was like telling these guys I was so nervous before coming in here. I was like doing breathing in the car. Because this setup is like so beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie.
At Harness Creation.
Very
Yes.
proud of Madstar.
Oh, guys, stop. This is too much positive reinforcement for one day. I'm overwhelmed.
I know this is like the most positive we've ever been on the podcast.
I know. It's all Jordan.
I know you bring out the best in us.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I also love complaining. So
Yeah, okay,
I'm
perfect.
down for that
Okay.
as well.
Sweet. Okay.
It's a solid balance.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, I'm very excited to ask you the questions that we ask.
I feel like I totally explained the concept to you terribly, but I'm glad that you like still understood what I was saying.
We'll get to that in a sec.
Okay.
First, I have questions.
Okay, go.
First, I already said how great your podcast is, right?
Thank you.
You have such a confidence in the way you speak on it. And I'm like, were you a theatre kid or like an aesthetic
Yes!
kid?
Yes,
Okay.
I was both.
Yes. Okay. In the most positive, like best way possible,
Yes.
you give that energy on the podcast.
Thank you. Oh
Which
my
is
god.
perfect.
It's so
everything.
funny
It's
that you
captivating.
bring that up because like my best friend is the same as me and we have this joke where it's like people will ask us like at work or wherever it's like, did you do drama in high school? And it's like, yes, I did. I was a drama kid.
Yeah.
Like, I've got that annoying theater kid vibe about me, but
No, it's not.
it's fine. I embrace
Annoying
it.
or amazing?
Amazing.
It's
Yeah.
true. I'm a theatre kid too.
Love
I'm
it.
Kind of. In that I'm obsessed with theatre.
You're a theater kid.
Apparently,
hold
they
a
did a
tune.
very racist retelling of Hairspray in high school.
Our high school did.
Who played?
All the black people?
White
White
people.
people.
No. Please tell me there was no makeup involved.
Oh, no.
Thank God. I'm just like imagining all of these kids on stage.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
No, they announced at our school that the musical for the year was going to be Hairspray. I was doing crew work. I was on the crew. And they announced it, and all the kids were like, "You sure?" And they committed to it, and they were like, "Yes." And then we validly asked, "How are we going to do this in a school that is the least diverse place in existence? Has like 2 people of color in the
my
student body?" And their explanation was like, the progressive people and the people stuck in the 50s.
What?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
It was a lot to unpack. And then like all of the sexual innuendos and stuff they had to rewrite.
Yeah.
And it was like, instead of
Lost its special.
what's Michelle Pfeiffer's character? Von Tussle.
The mum.
Velma Von Tussle.
Yeah.
In the iconic number Miss Baltimore Crabs. She, classically in the musical, says, "The poor runner-ups may still hold some grudges. They patted their cups and I screwed the judges." And in this musical, it was, "I bribed the judges."
Very
But, like-
PG.
Right? I don't know. It's just stupid, honestly.
Well, my school
was
did
terrible.
Grease, and
Yeah.
Rizzo was not pregnant in the
I
school
saw
version.
that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've seen my little baby cousin in primary school did Grace. And yeah, I was like, but
Yeah, and there was no pregnancy.
how did they get around?
I don't know. And I'm pretty sure she still sang the song. You know, the song, I can't even remember how it goes now, but she still sang the song. She just wasn't pregnant. She was just a badass. Like, just a misunderstood badass. She was a bad girl.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Rizzo, she was a baddie. So I don't know, but it's like she gave pregnancy energy without being, do you know what I mean? Like, we knew she'd done something. Like, she was rebellious, but yeah. Anyway, it was great.
Honestly, early contender for title of ep is pregnancy energy.
I agree. As soon as she said it, I was like, "That's the most iconic thing I've ever heard."
Yeah, no, you said you did a Stedfords and stuff?
Yeah, so I was in Greece. I was Jan, one of the pink ladies, the one that liked food, which was so aligned with me because like I just like teachers bought me like a bunch of snacks and stuff, and like I genuinely ate all of them throughout the whole thing. They're like,
Love
only
that.
use it when you're on stage, and I'm like, this
You're like, I'm
twisties.
method acting.
Exactly. And then
Jared Leto, who?
and then yeah, I also did. So I was like really into dance and stuff, and like cheerleading and like I was just that really really annoying bitch in school. Like, you know, the one. She's like so annoying. She does like student council. She does like dance and theater and everything. I was just so annoying in school.
I love that
I
energy.
think you're being self-conscious. I'm
I
sure you
agree.
aren't
Oh,
annoying.
Thanks,
It's really
guys.
true.
Thanks, guys.
You're very, very
well, like
kind
I
and
used
sweet,
to be ashamed of it, but now I'm just
Yeah.
kind of like, no, it's who I am.
Ambition. There's nothing wrong with ambition.
Exactly.
It's really true. It's very true.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a follow-up question?
I mean, I was gonna ask about Glee, but I
Please do.
should we
I'm a
save
Gleek.
that for? I'm a Gleek. Should we save that for? I watched the promo that they released before it aired
Oh my
in 2009,
gosh.
and it's literally just all of the Glee kid characters saying, "I'm a Gleek,"
Oh.
and then the bully saying, "No, you're a geek." That's like the whole thing. It's so fucking funny. No, should we leave that for later?
I mean, we basically already started talking about it, so let's just.
Okay. Were you a Gleek from the get-go?
100% yes. I remember watching the pilot, and I remember
Wow.
like, okay, I promise I'm not a Rachel Berry. However, I did at the time. I was 12. I remember being like, oh yeah, like this girl's kind of like me, like, you know? And you know how she does the whole like, after I sign my name, I put a star.
Yes.
because I was like, I should do that.
Iconic.
Love that.
Iconic.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you weren't alone. All the hardcore fans of the show all wanted to be Rachel. So, like, it's okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to be a Rachel Berry.
I agree. Totally. Yeah. I've watched the pilot last
I was gonna
night.
say.
It's like,
Such a good show. It's like, it is definitely very reflective of its time. Like, if you could bundle up 2009 to 2013, it's Glee. For sure. But it's just, it's iconic. It's just...
It's legendary. The first 3 seasons specifically, I rewatched them for the third time, I think, last year. Cried like 3 times an episode. Literally have selfies on my phone of just sobbing.
That's so iconic.
At the happy moments.
Yeah.
I'm so stupid. But no, for context, Maddie watched it for the first time last night.
Yeah.
And she was finished. And I was like, so... Thoughts?
And there's so many problematic elements in the first episode as well. Like, have you seen those, like, Will Schuster being problematic for 5 minutes straight?
Yeah.
Will is the teacher.
Yeah.
And then, like, he, in the first episode, with how he, like, plants the drugs in his
Yes.
locker.
Oh my
and it's
God.
like, at the time, I was like, what a good idea.
Yeah, it's tongue-in-cheek. It's black humor. It's fine. But no, yeah, honestly, I was telling Maddie the fact that he sings quote-unquote raps Kanye West's Gold Digger in the second episode is like...
That was a lot.
He also did Robin Thicke blurred lines.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. And there was students twerking.
Oh my
and
God.
it was, definitely very reflective of the media of the time.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, honestly, I actually really did enjoy it, so I probably will continue to watch.
You will.
Yeah.
It's not a choice. One other question is favorite episode?
Season 2,
Okay.
the Britney episode.
Great choice.
Thank you. I love that episode.
I think my favorite is also season 2 is the Blame It on the Alcohol episode.
That is such a good episode.
Right?
Such a good episode.
There's 2 iconic performances
Oh
in
my
it.
gosh. Yes. And Blame It on the Alcohol, obviously.
And
Rachel and Blaine.
Yes! Bitch! Don't you want me, baby? Yes!
Oh my God.
God.
Yes.
That changed my
Yes,
life.
same. And she's like in the nightgown.
Yes.
And she's like, don't you? Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's also like super problematic because it's an episode. Blaine's a character who comes in season 2,
Right.
and he's gay.
Right.
But in this episode, he shares like a moment with Rachel, and he's like, "I think I might be bisexual," and Kurt goes, "Bisexuals don't exist." This is Kurt, the gay character, goes, "Bisexuals don't exist."
I miss that.
It's like the most problematic thing, but it's funny in the moment. But it's just the
Wild.
episode's everything.
Great.
I mean, I
episode.
believe you guys. Like, the fact that you both were able to just like remember it off the top of your head definitely like leads me to believe that it's iconic. So
Is it iconic, or does it just say a lot about us?
maybe both.
Well, not his voice. Okay.
We've got great taste.
Yes, exactly. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Should we? Yeah, let's get into
Get
it.
into. Yes, it's been 17 minutes already.
Oh my gosh.
That's a win for us.
It's true. Usually we're like 30 minutes
Yeah.
in.
So this is a win. We're doing good. We're doing
Okay.
good.
Okay. Aliens have come down. Is that how it starts?
However you want, babe.
Okay, aliens have come down. And they are going to kill everyone on the planet. And they say to you, Jordan, the only way that we won't kill you is if you tell us the most iconic something from these things.
Okay. All right. I will save the human race with my taste.
Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
good. Okay, all right. Wow, I'm glad I got that out of the way. That was my most flawless execution yet.
I feel like we overcomplicate the question.
I
It's
totally
honestly
agree.
just really, what's your favorite
Things.
pieces of media?
And not necessarily your favorite, like something that shaped you. You
Yeah.
know, it doesn't have to be like something that you even these days would recommend, but yeah. Okay.
This is true.
All right.
All right. Well, we
What's the
usually
first
start
one?
by asking what your favorite / most influential television show was.
Okay. So I could list so many of these. Like I used to just watch TV all the time, but I think I'm going to have to go with Gossip Girl.
Okay.
Okay. Great answer. Great answer. I'm like vibrating with excitement.
Blair Waldorf was like my everything icon. She was my style icon. She was like, I tried to shape my whole personality after her. Like I'm so sorry to anyone who knew me in high school. If I was a little bit of a mean girl, that's not me. That's Blair. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I literally just adopted her whole personality. And like the fashion and just like, Gossip Girl. It was just, I literally devoured that show. Like I've watched it a million times over.
Yes. That's such a good answer.
I'll say straight up, I actually have not seen it. I want to, but I know.
Me too.
I know. I feel like it would be right up my alley, but I haven't. But Nick has, and he will dissect it all with you.
I mean, we'll only ask a couple specific questions. Okay. I would love to know the most iconic moments that you remember from the show, because for me, Blair Waldorf. Excellent idol for you to base your personality on, like, obviously. Queen of the monologue. The scene where she's like going overseas and she's talking to Chuck and she's like, I'll stay. I just need to hear those 3 simple words and I'll stay. And you can't say that, but anyway.
Iconic.
It's I love you, by the way.
I definitely got that.
3 words, 8 letters.
Yes, 3 words. Yeah.
That's like
3 words, 8
And
letters.
I remember I set that as my MSN message. You know how you could have like on MSN, you could have your little status? My status for like a year was 3 words, 8 letters. And I'm yours.
I've never related something more. That's iconic.
so funny.
And literally last year when Rain on Me by Lady Gaga featuring Ariana Grande came out, I was like, that's 3 words, 8 letters. Is this what they meant?
Clearly.
They were ahead of their time.
They were ahead of the time. And the other moment was the Hilary Duff, Dan, Vanessa threesome.
Oh my gosh. I was literally listening to your episode where you were talking about how it taught you what a threesome was. Same.
See?
And how it taught you that don't have a threesome with a friend. I was like, oh, great to know. Me at 12 years old, that is so fantastic to know. I will not do that.
Taking notes.
literally, like the most virginal, like little 12-year or whatever. I'm like,
exactly.
great. When I have a threesome, at least I know that.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a common occurrence. Gossip Girl portrays it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There are so many things in Gossip Girl that they portrayed as like common high school occurrences that I was just lied to.
Yeah.
Had an expectation for what your experience
I
is going to be.
know. I'm like, why is no one like, you know, why is no one reporting on what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Why is there no Gossip Girl? Like, what is this?
Yeah, why are we not in a bar every night drinking martinis neat?
Oh my gosh. And it's like, so the drinking age in America is 21, but there's like, they're meant to be 16 in the show.
Yeah.
And like first
Wow.
episode, she's like at the bar, like just drinking a martini.
That's so funny.
It's so funny.
Whack. Oh my God. I love that level of just like ridiculousness. It kind of reminds me of Riverdale.
Well,
But
again,
better.
the difference is the actors of Gossip Girl committed.
I
The
believe
actors
you.
of Riverdale are like, I would literally
They
rather be
hate
split
it.
doing anything else.
Yeah.
The only one who commits is Betty.
She does. That's so true.
I haven't watched this show in like 3 years, but
No, I watched season 1, thought it was
Yeah.
amazing, started season 2, and then when they started with the whole red circle business, I had to back away.
yeah,
That's fair.
Same.
Yeah.
Is it red circle? Red
I don't.
yeah,
something?
something like that.
Blackwood.
Something. Yeah, they had no
Yeah.
shirts on and there was something going on. I was like,
I don't know about
Very
this one
that.
anymore.
Very that. Yeah, what were like the most iconic moments that you remember from it?
Oh my gosh. So season 1, when Blair is like talking to Georgina and she's like, there's only one crazy bitch in New York City and that's me. Or she says something along those lines. She's like, there's only one crazy bitch and that's me. And I was just like, yes, God damn.
Go
I literally, that was such an iconic moment. I was definitely a massive Chuck and Blair stan, of course. So the moment when they got together, end of season 2, and they're like, she's in front of the taxi and he like comes to her and he's like, stockings from Belgium and chocolates,
God.
macaroons from France or whatever, and he like says I love you for the first time. I was just like, I died. I just saw it. It was so beautiful.
Wow, that was weird. It like just flashbacks.
Took you back to
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And then when Blair gets with the prince in season 5, I thought that was so cool. Yeah, it's a wild ride. It's a wild ride. Like where you start in season 1, it just Because I think after like season 3, they just started to run out of ideas. So they're like, let's get this shit to go crazy.
Yeah, I think they weren't in high school anymore at that point.
No,
right?
they're in college or yeah,
quote unquote.
And then like they went to college for 1 year of the show, and then all of a sudden college was just never mentioned again, and they were just like living their lives.
Honestly,
Lol.
mood.
I wish.
But yeah, great show. Literally, could rewatch any day of the week.
I think it deserves a rewatch. Actually,
Have you been watching the Reboot?
No, actually, I almost have a little bit of fear because I loved the original so much, and I read all of the books.
I didn't know there were books.
I'm such a nerd. There's books for the original ones, and the show deviates from the books. Like the first episode of the show is the first book, but then after that it completely deviates. Like in the books, it's like Blair and Nate are very much like Blair and Chuck don't really get together. At all in the books. And like Dan is like much more of like a hippie in the books, and like Vanessa is bald in the books.
Weird.
Like she's shaved her head because it's like a Sinead, I forget her name, but it's
O'Connor?
like it's a Sinead O'Connor moment. And so yeah, Vanessa has like shaved head, and like it's very, very different.
Whack.
That is whack. I don't even know what you're talking about, and I'm like, wow,
Also,
this is too much.
Dan experiments with his sexuality in the books as well.
The money I would have paid to see Penn Badgley
Right?
do butt stuff.
Literally,
I mean,
we missed out on so much.
I know they robbed us of all the glory.
I know. Like, I get, yes, they did bring us Hilary Duff, but come on.
I mean,
And Gossip Girl was never revealed in the books.
oh really?
Yeah, and they don't acknowledge her in the books. Like, at the end of each chapter, there's like a Gossip Girl page. So it'll be like, chapter 1, and then it'll be like a Gossip Girl report. But they don't say, oh, did you see this on Gossip Girl? It's just like, they don't talk about it.
Whack.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's
Okay,
weird.
Well, without revealing the identity of Gossip Girl in the show,
Yes, no.
because
we won't do
Maddie's probably going to watch it someday.
Someday.
Were you disappointed in the reveal?
that. Yes and no, because I mean, at the end of the day, they had to reveal a Gossip Girl, and they've got 6 seasons of twists and turns. And I was just kind of like, without spoiling anything, who else could it have been? You have opinions.
I don't have opinions because I'm like, I don't know that the person that's revealed necessarily makes total sense with their personality and shit. But I also think that the writers by that point had written themselves into a corner. They didn't
100%.
have, no matter what they revealed, everyone was going to hate it.
Yeah, I just think with the revealing of Gossip Girl is that obviously there is a happy ending. And I'm just like, if I found out one of my best friends was writing that stuff about me and publishing it online, there was no rekindling the feeling. Like, this Gossip Girl caused car accidents, Gossip Girl caused like massive scandals, life-ruining scandals.
Yeah.
And like when they find out who it is, they're like, yay, bestie! Oh my gosh, like that was so funny of you. Like,
Legendary, yeah.
and it's like, what? Like some of you went to jail because of this bitch. Like, what? So, yeah.
Whack.
Iconic.
Whack.
I am up to date on the Gossip Girl reboot.
Is it worth
Well,
a watch?
it's not a reboot, it's a sequel.
Yeah. Is it worth a watch?
Yes.
Okay.
I was expecting it to be way more cringe than it actually is, but it's actually good.
Is it at like Constance Billard? Like, is it at the same school? Oh my God, we love that.
Yeah. But I'd say it's not trying to copy exactly. It's not trying to remake the original Gossip Girl.
Thing.
Yeah. It's very much
Okay.
its own thing, which works in its favor, and it doesn't have the same actually I won't say that. But I think you'll
Okay,
be
I just need to know one thing.
Yeah.
Does Kristen Bell narrate as Gossip Girl?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
watch it. I'll watch it. I'm in.
Yeah, I mean it's good. And it's still got drama with some of the parents
Okay.
and teachers and stuff. So it's good.
Okay, all right. Fine, I'll check
There's
it out.
been like some mixed response online because half the people are like, yeah, I really like the twists they've taken with this one, and the other half are like, why did they do this? Like, so
Yeah, I mean,
don't know.
You know how I feel because the same issue with not having Gossip Girl's identity revealed in the original
Oh, yeah.
is like the same thing that happened with Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
where
Oh, my
it's like,
gosh, yeah.
how are they going to get out of this and make anyone happy? They've just got to do something batshit crazy to to make up for it. I don't know where I started. I got
Okay,
lost.
cool.
But
Good one.
basically,
We'll wrap that up
yeah.
cool.
Stunning.
Okay, what's next? Is it movie?
No.
Book.
It's song.
Fuck.
Oh, maybe
It's
it's
a
book.
song.
I have it down here. Look.
I mean,
Sorry, we should be way more prepared. It's a song.
Okay.
It's a song and or album and or music video.
Okay, I have a few. I've written down a few.
That's okay. We'll help you narrow it down.
Yeah.
So, Toxic by Britney Spears.
Love that.
It was just such a moment when it came out.
You are
was.
speaking my language.
It was my favorite song, hands down. Like, I just thought it was so saucy. So, like, because I was probably like, what, 8 when it came out, and I just thought it was like the best song ever. And I remember my mum had it on this one CD, and it was like, this was back when CDs were a thing, and it was like housework songs. And like my mum had this, and it was one song on there, and so I used to just like get the CD and just like skip through everything and just listen to Toxic like on repeat.
That's so funny.
I love
Toxic
that.
on a house cleaning album.
Literally.
That's iconic.
Literally. And like, I'm pretty sure I tried to like download it off like LimeWire, and I gave the whole family computer like, a bunch of viruses. But it was so good, no regrets.
No regrets. Every time you try and go on email, local singles in your area.
Literally. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my poor mum. Like, oh my god.
That's so funny.
Yeah, look, it's no secret that last year I went through a Britney Spears.
Last year? That was way more recent than that.
No, it wasn't, because like the 3rd episode of the pod, I was like, I'm going to do a step-by-step review of every song of every single one of Britney's albums.
You know what? If anything, that's like before your time, because now we have all of this free Britney.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
You knew.
I mean, you're saying it, not me. No, I just went on a Britney kick last year and rediscovered that her song "Piece of Me" is like the best song ever written.
Oh my god. Okay, this is so random. You know, like the chicken noises in that song. You know, it's like I swear there's like chicken noises.
No.
Okay, I swear if we need to play the song.
Oh, okay. Yes. No, I do know what you're talking about. Yes.
Thank
Sorry.
you. Okay,
sorry.
I was like, I'm
It's not
like
like-
go crazy.
yeah.
It's like I don't know. That's how I thought of it, but like iconic.
It's kind of like chicken / sneakers on.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Like squeaking.
It's like a squeaky
Yeah.
noise. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. It's just a good
needed to
song.
be pointed out.
Just a good song.
Yeah. Okay. And thoughts
funny.
on the Toxic music video?
Oh, love it.
Masterpiece.
The blue outfits. Oh my gosh. Like the flight attendant get up.
Yeah.
That was such a moment.
It was.
Yeah.
Such a
Definitely.
moment.
Wow, she is queen, icon, just all around amazing.
Truly.
Love that queen.
I feel like the fashion in that music video was like very up your alley. I feel like that music video was very you.
I'm not going to lie, I don't actually remember it that well. I just remember like the plane flight attendant situation. That's
She
really all
goes
I...
like full Mission Impossible by the end, but it's iconic.
I believe that. Okay, I'll have to watch it again. This is what I'm doing this afternoon. I'll put that on.
Amazing.
What else is on your list?
Okay, so I am a massive Ariana Grande stan.
Wow.
So,
Love that.
Stunning.
Like, I've loved every single one of her albums, of course.
Yeah.
But when My Everything came out, which is her second album, oh, I just loved it. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it was about that album, but like, I was so obsessed. It was like, she had the song on there that was like Problem. We had Be My Baby. We had just hit after hit on that album.
really
true.
So, yeah.
All bops, no skips.
Exactly.
definitely.
Exactly.
Definitely.
And that's when she started to get a little like more adult. Like
Yeah,
she had
yeah.
that song with The
Yeah.
Weeknd in it,
Yeah.
like Love Me Harder.
Yeah, that's a great
Saucy.
song.
It is saucy.
Saucy.
What these are all such great choices.
It's really true.
honestly.
It's hard to narrow down.
What do you know which album popular song was on?
Oh, was that on her first album?
I think it
Yours
might have been her
truly.
first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That song's batshit.
It's insane.
In all the best
it's
ways.
insane.
The audacity to sample a song from Wicked
I know.
and put Mika on it.
That was the weird thing. Like before that song, I hadn't heard of Mika in like years.
You literally.
Since like the Everybody's Gonna Love Today.
Yeah, yeah.
Like since those days.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I'm like, what the heck? Miss Ari? Like what is going on?
It was so
Yeah.
wild. But it's a banger.
Yeah, it's so funny. I haven't heard that song probably since around the time it came out, but I could still every single word. It's come back to me
love
instantly, and
that.
it's stuck in my head right now.
I love that.
Picking on me like a dinner plate. That's what I remember.
I just
I
remember
thought
I
you
was
were
like, popular. I want to be popular. Anyway,
Wait, that actually sounds familiar.
I forced you to listen to the actual original popular
That makes sense.
in the car.
Of course.
I have a playlist called Musicals and Soundtracks.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
I try and
Is High
educate-
School Musical
educate
on the
whenever I can.
playlist?
It's like half High School Musical.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. I love High School Musical.
High School Musical's the best.
Literally last night, Nick and I were walking down the street. We were walking our friend to her car, and we just broke out into song from the third High School Musical
my
movie we were
gosh.
singing,
Night
like
to
fully
Remember.
like dance moves.
Night to
everything.
Remember?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that actually gets stuck in my head so
Right?
bad.
There wasn't even a word between us. We just started going for it.
We
That's
did.
beautiful.
Yeah,
I
our
know.
friend was like, "I don't know what you're singing, but this is a vibe."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So suddenly we were like performing to her.
Yeah,
It was
pretty
beautiful.
I love that.
And we were both sober by that point.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
yeah. High School Musical is definitely 90% of our personality.
Oh my gosh. I had the High School Musical Sing Star.
Oh,
It
jealous!
was the best.
Oh my god, you just like slapped me across the face with a memory. Shooketh.
You had it as well then.
I had it as well.
Yes! How good was it?
On PlayStation 2.
Yeah, PlayStation 2.
It
Yeah.
had the shitty animations.
Yeah.
But
Was it-
literally, sorry, you asked
I was going to say, is it the first movie? Are we talking second movie?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
The first
Wow.
Oh, first two then.
That's true.
Yep, there we go. My bad.
Plus other singles from other Disney stars. A couple of them.
Iconic.
But
Iconic.
no. This was in primary school, and this was the like lengths I went to try and pretend that it wasn't for me. I was trying to get regular Sing Star for a party, and this is all they had. How weird. Cut to me by myself. Jamming out to,
away.
Funny thing,
no,
though,
to like All for One.
Oh my God, when you're a kid though, you'd just be in the room by yourself.
Yeah.
And like I remember I got really, really good at breaking free. Not necessarily like
Stunning.
the actual singing, but just of lining my voice up with the bars.
Literally.
And like I would get top marks on it and I'd be like
Yeah.
I'd be like, Mom, look how good I did. It was so funny.
Literally, because the moment that you realize that the Sing Star stuff was just registering
It's just the bars.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
registering volume and stuff.
Oh.
You could just go, and you'd win.
Literally.
Yeah.
So I got really, really good on breaking free and I'd like get a perfect score on it. And my mum would be like, you weren't even singing it properly. I'm like, look at what the screen says. It says I'm a superstar.
Yeah,
so
the proof is in the
tone
pudding.
it down. SingStar doesn't lie.
Sing Star doesn't lie. Exactly.
You guys.
All I'm learning is that we had the exact same life.
I know. I
We're
was like,
both just-
because I was thinking about these, because I did know a little bit, like, a few of what the questions were going to be, and I was kind of like, oh, like, I hope they don't think my answers are weird, like Gossip Girl and like High School
No.
Musical. Okay, but I'm so glad I found my people.
I think we've-
Definitely.
I speak on your behalf too. We're all just musical theatre nerds.
Yeah.
Just musical nerds, movie musical nerds.
Yeah,
Love that.
definitely.
Also just kind of
There is literally nothing embarrassing you can say that's more embarrassing than the things we've said on here. So
This is true. This is true.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
it.
Did you have anything else for your list, or
Okay, so I have one more, and this is the one I'm kind of most afraid to share about. So,
Oh,
and okay, do you guys know Cupcake?
yeah.
Deep
Rapper.
Throat by
Yeah.
Cupcake.
Yeah.
Deep Throat by Cupcake. It's one of my songs because, like, so I went through a stage with that song, and it was like the only thing I would sing. Like, my friends would get in my car, like, and this was when I just got my P's,
Yeah.
and like they'd get in the car and I'd be like, "Who's ready for some music?" And then it'd be like, "Hug me, hug me." And I thought it was like
Yeah.
the most funniest thing ever. Like, I genuinely thought Cupcake Deep Throat was like top tier humor. I made everyone listen to it. Like, and it was when I was first 18, so we were going to the Valley. That was our
Stunning.
Valley pump up
Oh my
song,
God,
and like.
so
Stunning.
Oh my God, I used to like put it on as a performance. Like, we'd be doing pre-drinks and I'd be like, oh, who put Deep Throat on? No.
Literally, kid you not me, but not with Deep Throat, with songs like 212.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good
I'd
song.
have to bleep like every second word and not say
Yeah,
it. But like,
literally.
I'd get down to it and be like, yes, I am the shit. Thank you for noticing.
Such a good song.
But no, Deep Throat by Cupcake. Honestly, have you seen the resurgence of Cupcake recently?
Yes, on TikTok.
On TikTok,
Yes.
you would have heard them as well.
And it's like,
maybe, but
someone has put, there's so many, but someone has put one of her songs along with the Star Wars soundtrack
iconic.
opening.
That's so funny.
It's such a mood.
Yeah, they've been remixing just a single word from her songs into regular songs. So it'll be like, I don't know, Get Along by Guy Sebastian. And then it'll just be like, fuck me. It's so stupid, but in the best way possible.
It's hilarious. I'm glad that Cupcake is finally getting the recognition that she deserves. She's been around. She's only our age.
Really?
Yeah. So when Deep Throat came out, she would have been like 17, 18.
Shook.
Big.
Right?
Wild.
That's
Right?
a power move.
I didn't even know what that meant at that age. Like, come on.
You didn't know what deep throating was
Okay.
at 17?
Okay.
Queen, you were just telling me about your fanfiction days, okay?
I lied.
I know.
Okay.
We know.
Fine. Maddie had to expose me. Yes. I did read a lot of fan fiction, so I guess I did know what it meant.
Stunning. You're in a safe space.
I was sexually literate. Thank you to fan fiction.
Literally me.
But also, fanfiction's kind of like porn, right? It's like you shouldn't
Oh
get
my
all your
God.
sexual information
Yeah.
from it. It's
Yeah.
like
Definitely unrealistic
Oh, yeah.
standards in in some
I
of them.
Yeah.
did think I was going to lose my virginity to Harry Styles. So that experience was a little bit of a letdown.
I mean, didn't we all?
Right.
No, I
We
was
all hope.
convinced mine was like Josh Hutcherson or like Chase Crawford or something.
Oh my God. Josh Hutcherson. I went through such a phase with him during my Hunger Games phase.
I kid you not. The Hunger Games was like next level for me. I had my literally every corner of my room was covered in posters and shit.
I love that.
I was
Catching
obsessed.
Fire is Nick's movie answer. for the-
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that. It's such a good movie though.
It's a banger.
Such a good movie.
It was very good.
I usually say it's kind of like the best example of a book to movie adaptation.
Yeah.
100%.
Definitely.
So well done. Like,
So
they
well
can't always keep everything in the movie,
Yeah.
but it can still be well done.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's like the perfect way that they did it.
Definitely. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Wait.
Oh, no, you go.
I was going to say, how do we narrow it down? What were you going to say?
I was gonna say I have a recommendation for you music wise.
Okay.
In the vein of Cupcake,
Okay.
which is like humorous rap,
Love it.
female rapper, obviously.
Yeah.
The only valid ones. I probably shouldn't say that. Oh well.
Here we are.
Actually, I can say that because Kanye West just brought Marilyn Manson and DaBaby on stage with him on Friday.
Did not.
I was like, this is someone who's just been outed as a homophobe and someone who's just been outed as,
A serial abuser.
yeah.
Oh my
Whack.
gosh.
And Kanye, Kim was there supporting.
Oh.
In a bridal
Trend.
setup?
Like, they just
Yeah.
flushed the divorce. I don't.
So bizarre.
Mess.
That's really weird.
Kanye West should change his name to Mess.
Did you hear that he's changing it to just Yee? He's no Kanye, no West, just Yee.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeehaw. That's all I can think of.
Yeehaw.
Well, I mean, he's out on the ranch. So.
With Jeffree Star.
Oh my
We talked about this. Do you remember this?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Vaguely.
I saw the most hilarious meme. So I will have to find it after this podcast and show you. This is so funny. It was like it showed Kim in the bridal setup, and she's got this like veil, and like the photo's kind of like backlit with like it's like black, and you can see this veil, and then like right beside it, it's got that photo of Jeffree Star with that veil over his face, and it's like we knew it was Jeffree Star. It was
Oh my
so
God.
funny. I'll have to send it to you guys.
Oh my god.
So funny.
That's a lot.
my
That's a lot to unpack. No, the person I recommend is Flo Milli.
Oh, I've heard her song from TikTok. I've heard one of her songs, and I love it. So I will definitely listen to the rest
She
of her
has
songs.
some incredible songs.
I
And they're
love
like
that.
the perfect amount of funny. The perfect amount just
It's like hype up music.
yeah.
It
yeah.
is housework music, if you will.
It is housework music. Famously, there is a So Fresh album called Housework with Just Toxic
Yeah.
and Weak Shit by Flo Milli on it. That's it.
Famously.
Famously. Does So Fresh still exist?
I don't know if it does now, but definitely did only up until like a few years ago. They were still doing it. I don't know if it is now, but yeah.
Okay.
Shack.
I so vividly remember a So Fresh CD I had, and it had Shakira, Hips Don't Lie.
Love that.
And then it had Christina Aguilera, and oh my god, I just had her so Britney Spears, My Prerogative.
Okay.
It was like the best thing ever.
Stunning. That's
I
my
love So
music answer
Fresh.
came from a So Fresh album, which was
Oh, I love that.
Leona Lewis's Bleeding Love.
Oh my gosh.
Because it was the double So Fresh where it came with the DVD of music videos.
Yes. And do you remember how in the So Fresh CDs it would have the little lyric
Yeah.
in this?
Yeah.
And I would like learn all of the lyrics and I would like write them out. Oh,
Yeah,
such a
same.
moment. And we do little
queen.
performances in our rooms.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. We're
Oh
all
my God.
nerds.
I was going to say, we are all the same person.
I truly have found my people.
Yeah, stunning. I mean,
I can't narrow those down, personally.
yeah,
They're
if
all...
this list of your answers so far was an album, it would be all bangers, no skips.
I do think I do love Toxic by Britney
Yeah,
Spears.
fair.
It just has a special place.
I mean,
fair.
and it kind of was the exact tipping point between 2000s music videos
yeah.
and what music videos are now. Does that? I don't know if that makes any sense.
I believe you, though.
But it has like the batshit CGI of like 90s, early 2000s music videos, and like the narrative.
It gave us story.
Yeah, it gave us story. It gave us character development. It gave us a
plot.
hero's journey. Okay,
Oh, my God.
it's just so stupid, but in the best way. In the best way, truly.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what's next. Still.
I mean,
I don't remember.
I usually say don't feel pressured if you don't have a book.
I have a book.
I
Twilight.
was going to say it's Twilight.
It's Twilight. I'm sorry.
What a great answer.
Thank you.
No, it's true.
No.
The Twilight, like Renaissance at the the
I
chef's
love
kiss.
it.
It's so good.
I love it.
Renaissance. Don't you mean Renaissance?
I didn't. Shut the fuck
That
up.
was horrific.
I have been like seeing these TikToks about Twilight, and they never call her Renesmee. It'll be like, oh, Ratatouille, or like, it's so funny. It's so funny. Oh my gosh, I
That
love
is
it.
iconic.
Good. I mean,
Did you see that they used CGI on the baby in that movie?
It's so creepy.
It's so
the
creepy.
eyes.
Yeah. I only learned that recently.
what?
It
They,
was
like-
a CGI baby.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, how
They
did
use,
you
like, a
not know
toddler.
though?
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's like very obvious when you look at her.
Since when do you bully me? It's meant to be the other way around. Come on.
Yeah, no,
About cultural stuff, I mean.
yeah, you're okay. Well, that's
I'm going to let you take the lead on this
Reevaluating.
Twilight one because you're way more proficient in Twilight knowledge than I am.
I definitely do remember reading all of the books. I hated personally New Moon.
Me too.
Yeah,
There was no Edward.
Yeah, right.
There was not enough Edward.
Yeah, I agree.
So you're
Whenever-
both Team Edward?
Yes.
There's no competition, like, honestly.
She's right though.
And it's like, yes, we like Jacob for other reasons, but
Yeah.
like really Stephanie Meyer only brought him in as a plot device. Like,
It's really true.
yeah.
Definitely. And
Also the fact that why did she have to write it that he imprinted on a child?
Well, I was going
Why?
to say, let's talk about the real elephant in the room this week. Why did he have to fuck that kid?
And he's not the only one. And like they
Yeah.
don't talk about this in the movies, but there's another one of the wolves in the
Yeah.
book that imprints on a little girl.
yeah, like a little toddler.
And it's
yeah.
almost like I think she threw that in to kind of prep us for what was
Yeah.
to come because we find that out earlier.
Yeah.
I've only read the first one,
Oh.
which does bang.
It does. It does.
It absolutely fucks.
I did read it recently, actually. And yeah.
I watched the videos.
Yeah, no, because Midnight Sun was coming out, so I
Yes!
was like, I need to get prepared.
Yes. Also, Midnight Sun. Edward is so moody.
Yeah.
So,
it was a
like-
lot. I won't lie, I actually only made it halfway through the book.
That is same here. And then I went back and forced myself to finish it. But yeah, I just found his inner monologue. He's so like pessimistic and just
Yeah.
like he's like, oh no, I'm like so disgusting. I'm like, no, I'm like filth. I'm like the devil. She doesn't want like. Obviously, I am exaggerating a little bit, but he's genuinely so self-deprecating.
Honestly, it's
So
actually pretty
self-deprecating.
accurate.
He's like, I'm a disgusting hell monster.
I have no soul.
I am like a soulless black dot of evil incarnate. And then it's like, oh, and I really love Bella. And it's like, oh, okay.
Phenomenal. So what I'm hearing is it's based that like she says she
fucking
rewrote the
batshit.
book,
She did
but
not.
really she just changed all the names into it to like reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I actually couldn't get through it because I read Twilight directly beforehand because I was like, I want to know how similar it is. And it's fucking like word for word.
Yeah. Like
the
same conversations.
Yeah.
But more because she goes right into because Edward can read minds. So she's telling you what everyone's thinking. And it's like, it's kind of interesting, but it's also kind of like...
It's like the bit from The Office where Pam holds up the 2 photos and she's like, these are the same photos.
Yes! Yeah, pretty much. The reason I stopped, I think, because it's also like 2 times as long, which is really crazy to me. And the reason I stopped reading was because I was like, wait, I definitely expected to have more like Cullen conversations happening here, but there was hardly any of that where I got up to. So I was like, why is it so long? Like, I don't know what's being added here.
It's the same throughout the whole rest of the book. It's like, I thought we were going to get behind the scenes vampire things, like cool mythology facts. I thought they might explain more about... So another thing with Twilight is that obviously with the wolves, the wolf pack, they are werewolves, but they're not real werewolves, if that makes sense. Like in the book, there are also real werewolves. Yeah,
so... But
that never gets explored.
No.
Wait,
it's one
explain
sentence.
further. By real werewolves, you mean the ones that fully
Like
transform
moon-
into a wolf?
Yeah.
At the full moon.
At the full moon.
Whereas
And these
these
aren't-
guys are shapeshifters.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And there's just like one throwaway line about it in the book. They'll be like, oh yeah, this vampire, he's scared of the real werewolves.
Yeah, it's an
That's
eclipse,
it.
right? It's one of the guys from the Volturi had like a run in, and they're like outlawed.
Yeah.
They-
and I'm like, tell me about that.
Right?
I want to know about that.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been so interesting to explore.
Yeah, it's like, I don't give a shit about Ratatouille. Like, come on.
Exactly.
Literally.
Yeah, like the weird hyper-aging CGI baby. Like, come on.
Not vibing. And then
Absolutely.
Jacob's perspective all the way through the middle of Breaking Dawn. Ugh. Terrible. It's the only time it's not Bella's point of view is the whole middle of Breaking Dawn
Why?
is Jacob's. It's
Is that when he's imprinting?
fucked if I know. No.
Well, it does kind of
that's
talk
how
about
it ends,
it.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, thank you, Stephanie, for giving us exactly what we didn't want. We wanted Edward's. We wanted Edward's point of view in that book,
Yeah.
and then like a few years later, she's like, "Oh, here's breaking. What is it? Midnight Sun."
Midnight Sun, yeah.
Heck.
Yeah. The books are a wild ride. They really are. Yeah.
She was like, let's sprinkle in some child grooming.
Another thing
much.
with Midnight Sun is that you realize how like shitty Bella's parents are. It's like this girl was practically an orphan. Like,
Yeah.
I get a TikTok. Everything fucking revolves around TikTok.
of course.
I saw a TikTok and they were like, why did they make movie Bella's mom so nice when in the books she's like a monster?
Pretty much.
I was like, huh.
Yeah. Well, one thing. I mean, I don't want to spoil the book, and I don't think this is a
They've been
spoiler.
out for 15 years.
But like in Midnight Sun, so at the end of Midnight Sun, you know how obviously everyone who's seen Twilight knows that this happens. So at the end of the first Twilight movie, you know how like she has like the accident with the vampire and she gets really, really badly injured.
Yep.
Anyway, she's like in hospital and Edward and Carlisle are having like a mental conversation.
Whack.
And Carlisle's like thinking to himself, like, because he's like got her brain scans and he's like thinking to himself, like, oh wow, she must have been dropped as a baby. Like these brain scans don't look like, or something along those lines. Like he's like, oh yeah, like she must have been like dropped as a baby or something because like these brain scans, like she's got like a lot of marks on her brain or something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
That is
that should have been
so
addressed.
much to unpack.
that really is.
I have a question. Were you into the books like at the same time as the rest of the culture? Like,
Yeah. No,
follow
I
with
was
the
in
movies
it.
and shit?
I was in it.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Loved it. Like every time the movies came out, I wasn't allowed to go to the midnight premieres because like there's no way my mom was taking me there. But I wanted to.
Yeah.
I wanted to be there so badly.
Fair. Totally
First midnight
fair.
screening I went to was Catching Fire.
Iconic. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Actually, the first Hunger Games movie, there was a what's the word? Hurricane.
Cyclone?
It's like a cyclone hurricane happening on the Sunshine Coast,
Whack.
and my parents were like, Nick, I'm just not sure it's safe that we go to our booked session tonight on the day it was released. And I was like, well, if you don't, I'm walking.
Yeah.
So we went in the middle of this hurricane.
That's so funny.
Oh gosh.
Because I'm a monster. I am a monster. That's fine.
But then it was fine.
But
so.
worth it for Hunger Games.
It was worth it for Hunger Games. Totally. Truly, Twilight is such a fascinating piece of culture.
It really, really is. I watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer recently for the first time, and it finished in like 2003, and then Twilight came out in 2005.
Whoa.
So I know. So in my mind, I'd always been like, wow,
It was like the first
vampire thing. But
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, it was actually like very, very close
Oh my
to something that was also a
gosh.
vampire phenomenon.
Also, do you guys
Wig.
did watch Vampire Diaries?
I did.
no, personally.
Well, the Vampire Diaries books came out like in the 90s.
Whack,
Yeah.
really?
And I remember thinking like, oh, Vampire Diaries is such a copy of Twilight.
Yeah.
But the Vampire Diaries books actually came out before the Twilight books.
Wow,
Do
there
you
you
want to
go.
know a fun fact?
It's definitely
Yes.
my
I
Always.
wasn't going to bring it up because I didn't know if I could explain it properly. But speaking of Vampire Diaries, Gossip Girl, other shows like The Secret Circle, that kind of thing. Basically, those novels weren't actually like written by one consistent writer.
No.
Like it was just a
Interesting.
pen name that multiple writers used,
What?
ghostwriters.
Huh.
Because basically, like, I don't remember the company, but they call them. It's not mass paper books, but it's somewhere along that line where basically the publisher says, "Okay, vampires are really in right now. We need a series about it.
Wow.
Let's commission some ghostwriters to write the first 3 books and release them 3 months apart."
Wow. Okay,
This
so you're
actually-
telling me that Cecily von Jagera, which is the name of the Gossip Girl author, that's a fake name?
There's a solid chance she wrote probably the first one,
Okay.
but after that, because they basically have to sign their lives away to these publishers
Wow.
and say, "Yeah, you can use my name for the rest of my life, whatever."
Whack.
Even if I didn't write it, and any of these ideas and characters, you can do what you want with. It
Oh
was
my
basically these books were
gosh.
treated as if they were toys.
Is that
for
the Pretty
adults.
Little Liars books as well?
Yeah.
Wow. I was going to say, she pumped out like 20 books.
Yeah,
Like, there's
exactly.
no...
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So all of
I
these
feel
ones,
like I have heard this before, but
and because they were these commissioned pieces of like whatever was popular in the culture and all that, they were super cheap to license for TV,
my
this makes total
gosh.
sense.
which is why channels like ABC Family and the CW
yeah.
were getting these rights,
Yeah.
which is why there was so many Pretty Little Liars and Gossip Girls
That is
and
so
Vampire Diaries.
interesting.
It is interesting.
And it's also why they absolutely didn't follow the books at all. They basically just used the
Oh
characters.
my gosh, that makes sense.
It does make sense. There you go.
It's
Wow.
a cute little fun fact.
Learn something every day.
I know. It's pretty wild, honestly.
Yeah. That is pretty wild.
Yeah.
Particularly if it is actually like the real name of somebody that is then just like run away with.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
But no, yeah, did you watch all of the Vampire Diaries?
Yes.
I stopped. I didn't watch the last 2 seasons. 2 seasons, I think.
So I kind of lied. When I said I watched all of it, I skipped the second last season and all of the last season except for the last episode.
Okay, that's
I love that.
I just wanted to know how it ended. Because like once, you know, Elena left and then there was...
so for context, the main
things.
character left for the last 2 seasons.
That's so weird.
Yeah, and I just felt like, don't get me wrong, great show. I love how they did it. But
It's a crazy fast-paced show.
yeah, I do feel as though towards the end, like with the supernatural creatures, they were just bringing in random creatures.
Big
Just-
Teen Wolf energy.
Yeah, yes. Oh my gosh, Teen Wolf went so off the rails with the later seasons.
Yeah, they really did.
It's like when it got to the Dread Doctors, I was like,
Yeah.
what is
Literally,
this?
and then one of them was a Nazi.
What? Okay, I didn't
Literally,
get
like,
that
still
far.
living from World War II.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That was in one of the
And
like
he was
Oh
like
my
this
God.
ripped, white, like,
yeah.
bodybuilder Nazi
oh my
man.
That
God.
was so weird.
I
yeah.
feel like they're like, who can we make the villain?
Yeah.
A Nazi. It's like same in American Horror Story. How
Yeah, cool. Could talk about American Horror Story and unpack that shit for years.
I know. I was gonna say. I was like, should I say it?
Yeah, no, that shit is insane.
Wild.
Apparently, this latest season of American Horror Story though is kind of good.
What? I haven't watched since Roanoke.
Controversial opinion, but I loved Roanoke.
I liked it, but I didn't like. I don't know.
I thought it was so stupid.
Yeah, but when I saw the next episode was about like cult or politics, I don't know. I just was that not the next episode, the next season.
Yeah.
I just wasn't. I was like, I don't know. I didn't watch it.
It's too real.
It was good, but it didn't feel like American Horror Story. Like we just went from vampires and ghosts in season 6 and witches to just
Yeah,
crazy people
yeah.
Whack.
with clown masks.
I didn't watch past like season 3, so
Season 3 is such a good season though.
which one was that?
The witch one, the coven.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that was
so good.
Yeah,
So
I think
good.
the first season was still my favorite personally, just because that plot twist at
No,
the
you
end.
watched Freak Show as well.
Did I? I
Freak
I
Show
didn't finish
creeped
that.
me out. I couldn't. Freak Show was too much for me.
Freak Show's the season. Oh no, really, Coven is. Oh no, it's season 2. Fuck. I was like, really? there was a lot of musical numbers in Freak Show.
Yes.
But then I was like, no, wait, season 3 literally had just random Stevie Nicks appearances.
That was
Season 2
such
had the
a
name
moment,
game.
though. Oh, the name game.
Banner.
Oh, I love the name game. It gets stuck in my head so bad.
Literally.
And then, like, it had a resurgence on TikTok about a year ago, and I was like, you guys don't know the history of this song.
Back in my day.
Back in my day. Jessica Lange was singing this song.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Legendary.
Okay, what are we up to now? We're an
Now
hour in.
I know.
so-
We're going to have to do a quick what you've been watching.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Take a little break.
Yep.
I didn't even ask why Twilight was important to you. But
I know. Do you want to give a brief rundown?
So, yeah, I'll just say quickly, like, Twilight, it really got me into reading. Before Twilight, I couldn't finish a big book. Like, that was a big book in my mind.
it's a novel.
Yeah, and so it was like my first novel that I actually finished, and then from that I got really, really into books, and I read Hunger Games and like all of those other really classic YA series.
Yeah.
So it really got me into reading, and I'd also never been like a part of a fandom before.
Yeah.
I'd never been a part of that. I don't know, like that.
Yeah.
I bought every Girlfriend and Dolly magazine that had Kristen Stewart and
Yes.
Patterson on the front. I was so
Love
obsessed,
that.
and I had like I'd take out the little A3 shitty posters and like put it
yeah.
next to my bed.
Yep.
Aw, that's amazing.
So yeah.
Iconic.
That's so good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that is a fantastic answer.
I totally understand. I feel like Twilight was probably one of the first ones that I also like read, sat down like as a proper novel, because we were right in that age where you have been reading, but they're still kind of like kids' books.
Yeah, or like school books.
Yeah,
or-
exactly. Yeah.
There was like the tween Percy Jackson books.
Yeah.
And then it was like, it felt like stepping into
They
like
were
the
a
Hunger
bit
Games
smaller.
and Twilights and stuff like that was like, I'm a grown up now.
Yeah, that's
Literally,
really true.
and like the fact that it had romance themes in it. Like I
Yeah.
remember reading Twilight when I was like 11 or 12 and getting to like the first kiss scene and being like, oh my god, oh my god.
Scandalous.
I know, that's what I thought. And then I remember obviously in Breaking Dawn is when like
yeah.
they do it.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't want my
Yep.
mum to know I've read this.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so PG, like they don't even talk anything about it.
Yeah.
It's just like it's kind of like a ... situation.
Yeah.
But I was still like, oh my gosh, they did it.
I don't know, I would have been like bright red in the face.
Literally.
Wow. The memories.
The memories.
Yeah.
I was going to ask a question about that and then I completely forgot. But that's okay.
We'll move on.
Because half my personality is forgetting things.
All right. Okay. So what you watching?
Yep.
Okay.
I want you to start because you were so excited to tell me what you've been watching.
Okay. No, it's still Lucifer, but I finished it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I finished it, and this is what I was excited to tell you. Is I think it might be one of my favorite shows of all time.
I hate you so much.
Okay, so for context, I've been watching it for a few weeks, and seasons 1 and 2, kind of 3, the whole time I was like to Nick, I mean, like it's fine, it's okay, I'm enjoying it. And then I've just watched season 4 and then finished season 5 like 2 days ago, and I'm like, this is the best show ever made. Like,
Do you not agree, Nick? Or?
I like the show.
you didn't watch season 4 and 5 though, so
No, I've only seen the first 2 seasons. And honestly, season 2
They were
was a
bad.
big step up from season 1 anyway.
it's true.
And apparently it just gets better.
It does.
But-
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
There's like a list of 1,000 shows and movies I need her to watch to have basic cultural knowledge of things. And like, I'm like, truly this will resonate with, this show will resonate with you on such a deep level that you will not think about any show ever again. And you're like, yeah, maybe. I'll get to it one day.
And then I'm like, okay, wait, I'm actually watching Lucifer right now. Like,
Like, let me start Buffy and Angel and finish them all before I do anything else.
yeah. Took me like a year to watch Buffy and Angel. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. Have you
Well,
seen it?
I mean, I'm
Lucifer.
Yeah.
I've seen season 1.
Bad.
Yeah, well, I did enjoy some of the elements. I am just a sucker for romance, though, so I was getting
Yeah.
frustrated that Lucifer and that girl Chloe.
Yeah.
I'm like, just hook up already, please. And like, I feel like they're gonna drag it out over the season, so I already know that like probably where you're up to, they may have just like had one kiss or something like that.
No, okay. I don't want to spoil it,
Okay.
but
Spoil
it's
it.
actually quite. Like, definitely the first few seasons are very frustrating because you're like, oh my, this is the most ridiculous thing. Like, they were so close and
Yeah.
now you've just thrown this in there.
Yeah.
But, like, particularly season 4 and 5, it was actually a very natural development, and
Okay.
it was amazing.
All right,
Okay,
well,
so
I am a sucker for romance,
Yeah.
so I may just have
it
to
was
watch
really
it for that.
good. I'm very still obsessed with fan fiction. I read it a lot, and this is the first time ever where I've watched a show and like watched the characters develop, and I've been like, I actually don't feel like I need any extra stuff. Like this has
Really?
been so like fulfilling for me that I'm like, this is fine.
Wow.
I'm good with where we're at. So I know.
Okay, I might have to watch it then.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's all I've been watching. That's what I was
Interesting.
excited to tell you.
I feel like you're still gonna read fanfic.
Oh yeah, but like it's very difficult to find something. There's like 7,000.
Which site do you go through? Because
I use Archive of Our Own.
okay,
Yeah.
and what shows have good fan fictions?
Okay, wait. We both have a. This is so 2012, 2013. Let me just say, we both have an OTP, which is one.
Oh my god,
True
One
Parent.
True Parent. Yeah. Okay, who's the
That
OTP?
we basically
please,
exclusively
please.
read fanfic about.
Who's the OTP?
I'm no longer like huge as I don't read. I read probably a couple fanfics a month, if that.
Yeah.
Mostly like a sexy, steamy one.
Obviously. I read every night
has-
before I go to bed.
I'm 99% sure is Game of Thrones.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my gosh.
Jon
Oh my gosh.
Snow.
And Sansa Stark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you watched Game of Thrones?
Absolutely, yes. Every
Okay.
single season. Love Game of Thrones.
Are
Okay,
they
all right.
cousin, auntie, uncles?
No. Yes.
Does
Oh
she
yeah,
care?
because of the
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're cousins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, no, but like that's some of the best fanfic I've ever read is them.
It's okay. We rationalize it as it's Game of Thrones.
It is Game of Thrones. It's honestly the most tame thing. My fave Game of Thrones character is actually like people hate on me for this. They're like, "Oh, he was so boring." Rob Stark.
Oh,
I love Rob Stark. I love him. He was like one of my biggest crushes.
Yeah.
And like my OTP was Rob Stark and myself.
Stunning.
Beautiful.
Stunning.
Like, oh
That's
my
so
gosh, I was so
amazing.
obsessed with him. I was so obsessed with him.
Stunning. Literally, in the past like 2 years, I've developed such a crush on Richard Madden.
Yes. And then him and Cinderella. Oh,
Did you know?
The chick who's got like that kind of grey hair started happening. I'm like, wow, daddy.
Silver Fox.
Yeah.
Did you know that his? You know how it's like he had tight pants,
Yeah.
tight white pants. Did you know?
If you're about to say they patted him.
No, well, his package was too large
Oh my
for the pants.
no.
So he had to wear. He was even wearing 2 pairs of underwears. You could still see everything.
I
this
actually
Disney movie.
Loki did notice that in the movie. It's quite
Well.
present.
If you, they'd already started filming by that point.
That's so funny.
So in the movie, you'll notice not many bottom half or long shots of his body for like some of the scenes.
Also, it doesn't help that the pants were white.
But no, yeah. At some point, they had to basically give him a cup to smooth it out down there to look like a Ken doll.
God.
Because it's Disney, every character has
Then
to look
it's
like a Ken or a
it's
Barbie doll.
bulgy. It's like
That's
it's
so
very.
fucking funny.
But there's no VPL. There's no invisible penis.
Wait, what was that VPL visible penis line?
Yeah.
I am using that.
You know, where there's like a really hot guy wearing like grey sweatpants with no underwear,
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
and it's like, I can see your little dangly dang swinging. That's a VPL.
I love that. I love that.
Oh god.
See, it's like obviously there's camel toe or whatever, but I'm
Yeah.
so glad that we have VPL. I'm so glad that terminology exists.
Yeah. Well, there's also moose knuckle.
Yes. Oh gosh, that one feels like I don't know what it is, but that just it's like you know how
Sounds
people
similar to
hate the
us.
word moist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hate the term moose knuckle.
Okay, I won't say it again, but that thing
It just
is
feels,
that thing is when the pants are so tight that it packs everything in,
and it like goes.
but the 2 testes. If you think of it like a thong,
That's
the
so
2
funny.
testes, there's one on either side of the thing. I need to stop using motion. The 2, there's like 1 testy on each side of the thing, and it looks like a. You know?
Yeah, I've got it. I'm visualizing it.
Yeah. That's an M word.
Oh my god. Okay. Wow. I am very clearly visualizing it. Thank you.
I love how we went from talking about Lucifer to
Yeah,
this.
look,
It was a natural progression, obviously.
Clearly.
yeah, we nearly called the podcast tangents
Yeah, as we should
because we
have.
can't stick to the topics.
Okay.
I don't even know how we got there.
Me
Anyway,
either. What do you watch? Let's go Jordan first. What are you watching? Nick's probably going to have
If
like
you
7
want to.
things.
Well,
no, I'm not. Bitch.
I am watching Love Island UK. I'm obsessed.
Is this on a streaming service?
Yes, Channel 9. It's on the Channel 9 app.
Okay.
It's totally free. The only thing is that the ads are a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
But aside from that, totally free. Love it. Have you either of you guys seen Love Island?
I already watch so much reality TV
Yeah, okay.
that I know if I get into Love Island, it's going to consume me.
It will. I've watched every single season.
That's so
Stunning.
funny.
Isn't
and-
it like 22 seasons?
Of the UK ones, well, I've only watched the ones they've got on Channel 9. They have 7 seasons, so I've watched like 6 seasons worth.
Iconic.
And yeah, they all have like 50 episodes each.
Oh my God.
So, yeah.
Jesus.
And that started like in lockdown last year, so.
Incredible.
Wow.
Not to brag.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, reality television is just my ultimate guilty pleasure. Like,
Yeah.
I just love it. It's like, it's my comfort piece.
Yeah.
It is, like, I love so many reality TV shows, like Geordie Shore.
Yes.
Geordie Shore, Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah.
Any of that. I just, oh my gosh. That one.
You're
that
preaching
was,
to the choir, honestly.
yes, there was one on Netflix last year. I've forgotten the name of it. But it's the one where they were like, Love is Blind.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Love that.
Yep.
So yeah, I just love it. I just love reality TV. So yeah, watching Love Island, series 7, I think they're up to, and it's bloody fantastic.
God, I'm probably going to end up watching it now.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
All I know are all the memes where they're like, I got a text!
Yes, they do. And they say it like that.
And I'm like, why? This is such an odd reality show because they're allowed to just live their normal lives in this place.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, really?
it's great. Yeah.
They have phones and shit. Most reality shows, they're like, give
Yeah.
us your communication so you go crazy.
I think it's just like the phones that they're supplied with, so they can
Oh,
like get.
that's even wilder.
Yeah,
They
but
pick and choose what
it's
they
a great
can
show.
see.
There's just so much drama, and it's like. So there's sexy singles and
Stunning.
like new people come in, and so like they might already be in an established couple, but then like a new temptation piece walks through the door,
Wild.
and then like it's very scandalous. Like it's very like, you know, and they might go on a date and then they kiss or something, and it's just great. It's like
my
it gives
God.
you Too Hot to Handle. It gives you a little bit of Geordie Shore without the messiness.
I was going to say, it sounds a little like Geordie and Jersey Shore.
Yeah, but
Stunning.
it's nowhere near as messy. Like they're not
Yeah.
getting like blackout drunk and like pissing all over the place. Like, but it's still really, really great. It's still really, really great. Great show.
Amazing.
Love, like, reality shows are always, like, fucking balls to the wall. They're
Yeah.
so crazy.
Truly.
Yeah.
I was just last week telling Maddie about a scene from The Real Housewives of New York.
I was listening to this, the one with the leg.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
And I posted the clip on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still iconic. I mean,
It's such an iconic moment.
Yeah.
truly,
It really is.
reality TV consumes me now.
Yeah.
And like 3 years ago, I would have hated this version of me. But now I love it for me,
Yeah.
As you should.
as
like,
I should. And, you know, reality TV doesn't have to be a guilty pleasure.
It's
This
just
is
a
true.
pleasure.
This is true.
Yeah.
It is just a
You can
pleasure.
have meaningful conversations about it.
100%.
Totally. I remember watching it a lot as a kid, actually, because my mum really liked it, particularly things like Survivor, because she's a scientist by like degree, so she's always, for as long as I can remember, been like, Madison, these are fascinating because they're like social experiments. You put all these people together, you take away their like family, everything they know, and then you see what they do. It's amazing. So,
Well, yeah, that's so
Yeah,
many
see,
reality.
we're watching reality TV as, you know, it's a social experiment.
Yeah,
We're learning.
exactly.
We're learning.
We're learning. We're observing the human psyche.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not. We're not indulging. We're not watching trash.
No,
we are
learning.
researching.
Yeah.
It's watching lab rats in their cage.
yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's what
Big Brother.
yeah.
Brother very much.
Yeah.
But no, fuck, Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
They literally
Yeah.
they've got these love experts, whatever, on it,
Yeah.
and literally 10 times an episode, they're like, "This is a social experiment," and it's like just
Let's call
say
it what
it
it
once
is.
and then just
Yeah.
admit it's reality TV.
Yeah.
Married at First Sight was whack. Wow.
I just feel like they use the word social experiment in the reality TV as an excuse to get away with sketchy shit.
Oh god,
true.
yeah.
I was telling Maddie yesterday, I think it was you,
Oh, I don't know.
about one of the early seasons of American Survivor.
Mm-hmm.
They,
oh, yeah.
you know how they always have to have like a catchy gimmick, whether it's All
Yeah.
Stars or
Yeah.
Brains versus Brawn.
Yeah.
This season was Race Wars.
No, they didn't. They did not.
Basically, they split the cast into 4 tribes of
No.
Caucasian, Black, Asian, and Latino. The cast weren't aware of this
What?
until the day they showed up to film.
No. When? Do you know what year that was in? Certainly not
2007.
Yeah.
I think it was 2007.
Wow, that's like
Far too late for it to be happening.
I was gonna say I was like that's early that's way back, but that still feels like too.
They should have known
late.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, and
like
I'm
Twitter was
saying-
around then, I'm pretty sure. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
surely.
I think so.
I'm like, they got in trouble for it. Obviously, like it was an iconic season.
Wow,
Drama
they
filled.
must have covered that up so well because I never knew that.
Well,
I'm-
they were like, this is fine because it's a social experiment,
Oh my
and everyone was
god.
like, oh,
I
it
don't know
feels
about that
exploitative,
one.
but okay.
It wasn't
Wow.
actually called Race Wars, though, was it? That was like
No,
what it
it
was
was
colloquial
called-
dubbed. Colloquially.
Well, no, in production they were referring to it as
Stop.
Race Wars.
Oh
Like,
my God.
No.
but no,
whack.
when it actually came out, it had a different name, and I can't remember what it is.
I'm going to Google it.
But anyway, a truly iconic season. But truly wild too.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know how they got away with it. Jeff Probst was like, guys, it's fine. It's not exploitative. It's totally chill. And everyone was like, I don't know
Wow.
about that, but okay.
Okay, well, it was apparently just called Cook Islands.
Yeah, that's.
2006. It was
I was close.
came out. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, the end of 2006. So
Big.
whack. It's what is it? It's the 13th season. So
Holy
again, they
cow.
probably should have known
Yeah.
better.
Okay, pause. They do it differently in Survivor US. They're at season 40 right now.
Yeah, they
It's
just
only been
do
going
2
for 20 years.
seasons a year. Yeah,
Whoa.
Yeah, it's
Season
really-
40.
that's crazy.
The seasons only go for like 15 episodes,
Yeah,
Oh.
whereas Australian Survivor goes for 30.
I was gonna say, I was like, I feel like we really know them. Like, we really,
Yeah.
hero's journey.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
We're there
yep.
for it.
Yeah, no, they're short seasons twice a year,
whack.
which I kind of like, but I'd be
Yeah.
fine with a short season once a year.
Yeah.
Particularly when they run out of things and start doing things like race wars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
So a lot.
That is a lot.
Okay,
what have you been watching, Nick?
I don't know, what have I finished the iCarly reboot.
Did you? Is it actually
Is
finished?
it adult or is it child?
It's adult.
It's adult.
Like kind of family, kind of adult.
Yeah.
In like the 10th episode of the season, Freddie and Carly almost get into a threesome by accident.
What? What? Oh, did they address the actress Jeanette McCurdy? Did they address her not being there?
Yeah, so they basically say like I think in the first episode they say she joined a biker gang.
Oh.
And then like every couple episodes Carly like reminisces and she's like, I miss Sam.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of cute. But
Whack.
yeah, no, in the episode they literally refer to this as a hot messy threesome.
Wow.
It's
They
kind of
commit.
iconic because they're like, instead of tailoring it to kids again,
Yeah.
to kids that aren't going to watch it because it wasn't
It
their
wasn't
time.
their time, yeah.
Yeah, we may as well up the ante to like a more of a Friends.
Yeah.
You know, if kids are watching it, it'll go over their head and it'll be
Yeah.
entertaining,
Yeah.
but it's really for the adults.
That's. I
Yeah.
feel like that was a good move on their
It was a
behalf.
really good move.
That's so good.
It was a really
I'm
good
pretty
move.
keen to watch it. I'm not going to lie.
It's
Just
it's
because,
good.
like, I'm intrigued by that concept of actually making it for adults.
Yeah.
It doesn't often happen with those types of things. So I'm keen.
Yeah, it's really good. And fun and fresh. I forgot to mention about the Gossip Girl reboot. Don't watch it with parents. Right? There's like penises.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it is HBO, so I guess.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
plenty of swearing, plenty of.
Wow.
Yeah, I think like episode 3, there's just a random penis.
I feel like that was honestly another thing that was holding me back because before I'd watched Gossip Girl, I'd never seen shows like Game of Thrones, Girls,
Yeah.
all of those shows. So it's almost like I'm used to that content in my media now. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't go back to watching
Yeah.
like a PG Gossip Girl,
Yeah.
but
You're like, wow, it's so tame.
if it's going to be saucy, then
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't remember it should.
yeah. Yeah, it's, but it's honestly also. I mean, this is technically what I'm watching. It's so fucking wild because one of the main characters, at the start of the show, is just living her life. She starts dating guys and shit, and then like 4 episodes in, they just reveal it's her 15th birthday,
What?
and I'm like, have you been making us watch this 14-year-old drinking party and date boys?
Oh my gosh.
I'm like,
And I guess
attend plays with ding-dangs out.
whoa.
Like,
Also, that would not be relatable for me as a teenager because
Yeah.
I actually did not do any of that. And
Yeah.
like,
right?
Yeah.
It didn't-
Same.
I feel like maybe that was part of the allure of Gossip Girl was because I was so tame
Yeah.
and like never kissed a boy, all of that kind of thing. And I'm like watching these 14-year-olds rolling around on the bed, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is this what it's like in America?
Literally, I'm like, why did they make her so young? The rest of the characters are like 16 plus, I think. But they made her so young, and I'm like, weird. It's already
very
wild enough
interesting.
that you choose to set these hardcore shows like Euphoria and shit
Yeah.
in high schools.
Yeah.
Just push it to
Oh
college
my gosh,
and make us feel
I went to
comfortable
uni with
watching it.
Jacob Elordi.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we did a group assignment together.
That man
Wow.
is stunning.
Yeah.
That is a stunning man.
Jordan's like, I know.
Yeah, he's not very good in group assignments, but aside from that,
Give us the tea. He didn't do his part.
so it was like a group assignment where it was film and TV actually. Funny
Oh,
enough, it was film and TV, and we had to make a documentary. And oh my gosh, definitely, I don't know if I should say this, but he actually faked a British accent the entire term
Really?
as an acting exercise. So I thought he was British. I'm not joking, guys. I'm literally not joking.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
I thought he was British.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so fucking
I've
and
never
then-
related to
And
someone
then
more.
because I was the one that was editing the documentary, and then like in the documentary, he's like got his British accent. He's like, "Oh yeah, we're interviewing so and so today," and then in the voiceover, he forgot, and he had his normal Australian accent, and like he's like a nudgy boy, so he's got like the most Australian, and he's like, "Yeah, how's it going?" Blah blah
Yeah.
blah, and I'm thinking, what?
Where the fuck did this come from?
That is so fucking iconic.
Yeah.
So funny.
I'm obsessed.
And then I saw him he was I watched the trailer for the Kissing Booth when it first came out, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah.
And then I like messaged the girls from uni, and I was like, hey, have you seen this? And we all like freaked out about it. But yeah, wild.
That's
That
so
is
fucking
wild.
iconic.
Yeah, it was so crazy.
That's crazy. Wow. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is the best story that's ever been told
I know.
on
I
the pod.
was like, should I have saved that for my podcast?
We can cut it out if you want.
No.
That's so funny.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
I got dared to my grade 11 field trip. I was with two friends, and I got dared by one of them to use a British accent for a full week,
Oh my gosh.
and the other friend stopped talking to me.
No.
He full on. He was like, "I don't want to be friends with you anymore. I
Like
can't deal with
forever,
this."
or just for the trip?
Well, it felt forever. But then we got back to school, and he was like, "Look, I overreacted." And I was like, "Yes, you did."
Oh my god.
So if I'm willing to destroy a friendship over a British accent, Jacob Elordi, eat your heart out.
Oh god, that's so funny.
It's like one of my favorite stories to tell people though. Because
Yeah.
like, it's just
It's
so,
so funny.
random.
It's so weird.
It's
So
the
random.
most random thing ever. Like
Yeah.
someone will bring it up. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, like Jacob Elordi and Zendaya." I'm like, "Oh, I know him." Like, I don't know him at all. He probably
is
does
legit
not
wild.
remember me, but we did do a uni assignment together.
That's
So
so
yeah,
funny.
QUT alumni for the win.
That's
Oh
iconic. I'm not
god,
gonna lie.
that's iconic. Wow. I think as well because it's just such a ridiculous story.
It's so weird. No, after this, I'll like show you guys a clip from the documentary so you can see it. You can see it.
Oh my
Yes.
god, I feel so
Perfect.
in on the gossip.
Right? You know the embarrassing backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will sell my story to Daily Mail.
Amazing.
Daily Mail, if you're listening, I can be bought.
Honestly,
$2 and I'm yours.
Tag yourself
$2.
on you. Tag yourself on you.
I hope I don't get a cease and desist.
I mean, you won't. We will.
Like, yeah, this girl spreading rumors that he's fake British accent.
Oh god, that's
If
so
anything,
funny.
I think it makes him look even more funny.
It does.
Yeah.
Like, I think it makes
yeah.
him look better. Like that he, like when he was in uni,
Yeah.
he was just faking British accents. Like,
That's
He was
iconic.
getting ready for the role of a lifetime.
exactly.
Wow.
No, that is very, very
No, but I
funny.
remember when I found out, I was like, oh, who does this guy think he is? And then
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
like a year
Yeah.
later, he's in the bloody kissing
Yeah.
booth. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
If I were you,
It all
I would
makes
have been
sense.
like, that pretentious. Oh. But then I would have seen that and I was like, oh my god, he was the best.
I know, no, because it was funny because like we were friends on Facebook because you know when back then you'd do a group assignment,
yeah.
you'd friend
Yeah.
on Facebook and you'd do a Facebook
Yep.
group and that's how you talk. And then I remember like I like took a screenshot. I was like, I'm friends with Jacob Elordi on Facebook, and then he deleted his Facebook, and I was like, Jacob. This is
have
my
this one
one
thing?
claim to fame. Even if you don't use the Facebook, could you have please kept it up just for me so I can show people?
Yeah.
Please.
Stunning.
It's so funny. Oh god, at least you have the screenshot. That will live
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is true.
Exactly.
This is true.
Oh goodness.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. That
You're
personal
so
story.
welcome.
That's
Yeah,
great.
wow.
It just popped into my head. I was like, oh.
Perfect.
I need like a second to recover from that.
It was definitely a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, should we put the focus back on Jordan and ask her the next question?
I was gonna say let's move on
Okay.
to the movie
Okay.
Okay.
that you have chosen.
Okay, so the movie I've chosen is Burlesque.
Ooh,
Okay.
what a choice.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah.
Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
We have Cher. We
Yep.
have
Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell.
Right?
And then the guy from Twilight is the
Cam-
love interest.
Yeah.
I can't say his name, but it's
Cam
Cam
Giggende.
Gigandit.
Yeah.
I think it's Gigande, but maybe
sounds
it's
stupid.
Gigande.
Yeah, look.
He's Australian, isn't he?
What?
No.
Okay,
I was
sorry.
going to say. I had no idea. I would have believed it.
Sorry. I believed it.
Someone lied to her repeatedly. That's a really good choice.
Yeah, I really
I-
like the musical numbers, just everything.
Yeah, I confess I only watched it for the first time last year.
It's a great movie,
Yeah,
though.
it's very good.
I'm happy to say, though, most of the songs made it into my musical and soundtrack
Good,
playlist.
as they
I was
should
going to
have.
say, like, if you did dance in school at that time, every single girl did a dance to the songs in that musical. It was like, if you did dance and, like, you'd be like, EXPRESS. And, like, I remember doing a dance in front of my dance teacher when I was, like,
Iconic.
in year 12 because we had to do a musical
Isn't it
theatre
like
unit.
sex,
Yes.
love?
Yes, it is. It is. And I'm, like, sitting there, like,
Ladies,
when
something
you
up.
know, I've got like a leotard and stockings, and I'm like SE, like oh Jesus. I'm so sorry, guys. It's so disruptive.
No, that's
That's iconic. Okay,
is.
wait. So explain why you chose it.
So I chose it because I just love that movie. It's like it's a feel good movie. It's
Yeah.
also like one of those movies where it's like if you're ever having a bad day, you know, you can just
Yeah.
watch it and you feel really good.
Yeah,
I love all
definitely.
of the songs.
Yeah,
Love Christina Aguilera.
Yes.
So it's a feel good movie for me.
definitely is.
it,
Yeah,
it definitely is, and it's a light one to watch. Like
Yeah,
you
it is.
said.
Yeah.
it's very enjoyable. I really like that movie actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good choice.
Thank you.
Very much. Yep.
It's true, and like so many iconic people.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
Stanley Tucci is in there as well.
yeah.
Wild, just
Yeah.
random. I think it bombed like critically, but they were
did.
wrong.
Oh
They
my
were
gosh,
wrong.
absolutely. And the guy who plays McSteamy in Grey's Anatomy
Yeah.
is in
Yeah.
Burlesque. And
What's his name? Eric.
Eric Dane.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was him. And then I was watching Grey's Anatomy at the start of this year and I was like, hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
Hold on a
know
second. That's
him.
McSteamy.
Incredible.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry to
iconic.
sidetrack again, but are you up to date on Grey's Anatomy? What's the deal?
Pardon?
Are you up to date on Grey's Anatomy? What's the
No,
deal?
I'm not. So I got up to season 8 just before the big moment.
Which big the crash? Yeah.
Because I spoiled myself. I saw something on Facebook or something and it told me who died. And I was like,
What?
what? No, like I shipped them so much. I was
Yeah.
like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
disappointing.
So,
So
yeah.
then you stopped?
So I stopped because I was preemptively protecting my feelings.
Breathing.
And then I also, I know what happens to, now I'm forgetting his name.
Dreamy?
I know what happens to him as well. I got spoiled by that. So it's like, I know what's
Yeah.
coming and I'm just afraid because I'm like,
Fair.
I love those characters so much. So I'm just like, oh,
Better not.
yeah. And then
I'll
I
just
know
save
that
myself.
Christina leaves at some point as well. And I'm just like, can I watch the show without Christina in it?
Fair.
Look, I'm a big proponent. Grey's Anatomy stays good.
Yeah.
A lot of people say it goes downhill like 11 onwards, but I'm on season 17.
Well, I saw that this season they did bring back like a few of the old characters.
yeah,
and, like,
the dead ones.
And like, okay, George.
Georgie. Yeah.
Why did they have to do that to George?
that was
rough.
pretty disappointing.
That was such a rough episode out of nowhere.
Do you want to know the realty?
Didn't he request? Oh, wait. Wasn't that
Was
because
there?
of people were being super homophobic on set or something?
I
Yeah.
The guy
heard
who
that's
plays
why-
Burke,
Yes.
who's also the guy from The 100,
Yeah, I remember.
called him a fag on set. And he was like,
Oh my gosh.
okay, I'm done. And then the next season, Katherine Heigl was like, I'm too good for this.
Yeah.
It's pretty iconic. I'm not
She
gonna lie.
thought she was going to be a movie star or
her
something.
storyline was so freaking weird though.
It
the whole
was.
sex with a ghost situation.
Yeah.
Whack.
What?
Because literally she was like, I need more emotional storylines so I can showcase my range and get that Emmy nom.
Because she really
come
wanted
off
him.
Because everyone else was getting Emmy noms.
And then she did the movie like Knocked Up. Like, wow. Not that that's a bad movie, but it's just like you're going to talk about like you're going to give up Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
However, I will say her movie 27 Dresses. Such a good movie. Such a good movie.
film.
James Marsden. Love him.
He's a cutie.
And in Hairspray.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah. I just watched one like, this year. His new miniseries called The Stand, which is based on a Stephen King novel,
Ooh.
and he still looks 30.
He does. He has not aged.
He does not
Unproblematic
age.
people don't age.
It's wild. Anyway, back to Burlesque
Right? Yeah, of course. Oh, God. This episode is all over the place.
in the best way possible.
Truly.
Okay. This is really an odd thought, but when I started the movie
Yeah.
and the first song Christina sings is a cover, and I'm like, oh, it's a jukebox musical,
Yeah.
and then it's not.
And then, yeah, it's like on and off. It is. It's really
Is it?
weird.
I'm like, why is there some covers and some not covers? But
Well, that's actually part of the storyline, though, isn't it? Because they're like when she first comes to the bar, the whole point of it is they do covers of songs, and then they find out she can sing, and then she starts to sing like original songs, and she makes them all famous or something. I don't know. It's like the point.
is it the point?
Yes.
Okay, good. I thought I was making shit up for a second there.
Yeah, and then like the love interest, he writes lyrics.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's like,
It's still too much for me.
It's a little overwhelming sometimes.
Because for me, musicals are fantasy films.
Yeah, fair.
So if they're like acknowledging current pop culture songs, I'm like taken out of it. I think it's why I can't get into like Moulin Rouge and stuff.
You're wrong. Moulin Rouge is amazing. Have you seen it?
no.
Okay, all right, that's okay. He's
Look-
wrong.
okay,
Don't look.
the look on Nick's face. It was so devious. Don't.
He knows what he's doing.
I have this really weird, completely unreasonable hate towards the film.
It's really weird. It's definitely not for everyone.
It's just
very bizarre.
If you're gonna like torture yourself by watching a Baz Luhrmann movie, just watch the second half of Romeo plus Juliet.
No,
It's the only
no.
good section
What
of any
about-
of his movies.
What about Great Gatsby?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, I really liked it.
The 2013 one.
Yeah, that's Baz Luhrmann, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think so. Yeah, I didn't mind that. It was pretty good. It was a pretty faithful like representation of the book. So
Well, I'd never read the book or seen any other
Fair.
versions of the story, so for me it was like the only version of
Yeah,
Great Gatsby I have. So I was
fair.
like, yeah, this is great.
that's really fair.
and then the soundtrack was
yeah, it was. Yeah, that was pretty good. Leonardo Dicaprio though, he's just a very great actor.
he's great.
Yeah.
He is great.
Baz Luhrmann's doing the new Elvis one.
Oh, I didn't know there was going to be an Elvis one.
Yeah, it stars Austin Butler
Oh.
Oh.
as Elvis. Tom Hanks is in it. He got COVID here.
Oh.
They're filming it in the Gold Coast, and he got
my
COVID
gosh.
here, and he had to go back, and that's at the beginning of COVID.
Right. I remember him getting COVID. I didn't know that's what they were filming.
Yeah, and basically he's just like the film's almost done filming, I think now.
Wow.
1 year later.
18 months later.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wild.
it's crazy how long COVID's gone on for.
Yeah, that's so true.
It's really wild. I think
Okay.
there's- Sorry, I was just gonna say there's another famous actress in it who I can't remember, but
That's fair. No, I got to keep this train moving because we're an hour and a half in, guys.
Oh my
We're-
gosh.
okay. What's the cultural moment?
Is that what we're up to?
Okay.
Have we missed any?
No.
Okay,
Wow,
so
okay, cool.
I have a few again. So, one cultural moment for me was the royal wedding between Kate and William.
Love.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay, that is a good one.
Yeah.
Did Maddie have to explain to you what this category is?
She mentioned her own moment.
Yeah.
Like she
Okay.
said her own moment, and I was like, okay, I
was gonna say,
understand the assignment.
Because you just came in and you had like to a T exactly what it was.
No, she did explain it really well. Just
Okay, cool.
The royal wedding, like I just remember it so vividly, and I just remember like Kate's dress, and just thinking Kate's dress was so beautiful, and I was so like swept up in all of like because I think I was about 12 when that happened, and I was just so swept up in like the fantasy and like the magical, like, and I just, oh my gosh, I just thought they were so in love, and I like fully bought into the and I just remember it so vividly.
Are you like, this is not like a pro anti-monarchy question, but like, do you like no, I feel like it can be taken as that, but I'm like, do you like, are you a person who follows like the royals? Like, are you in on the?
I do follow it a little bit. However, I was really excited for Meghan and Harry's wedding.
Yeah,
but the representation of Meghan in the press just upsets me so much.
Yeah,
and it has kind of tarnished
Yeah.
that a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
I did really, really enjoy royal family content. Like, when Kate was giving birth to the
Yeah.
babies, I was like, yes, Queen, show me the babies. Like, and then when all of that happened with Meghan, it's almost left a
yeah.
bad taste in my mouth
Yeah,
with the royal
definitely.
family.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess we'll see, what the up and comers are like.
Yeah, fair.
That's true.
But yeah.
That's fair.
I'm in the exact same boat. I was like, it was always like
Yeah.
a thing,
Yeah,
like obviously moments. Like
Yeah.
the fucking Kate Middleton's wedding dress was
yeah,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
absurdly
Yeah.
beautiful.
yeah.
And then I feel like the Meghan Markle of it all really kind of woke a lot of people up
Yeah.
to the kind of culture that is
Yeah.
English tabloids.
It's really true. I think as well because we have like our parents' generation who are like, oh my God, Princess Diana
Yeah.
loved her. And so
Yeah.
then it's kind of like almost continued on into our generation because
Yeah.
we've got our parents being like, wow, Princess Diana, oh my God, Harry and Will love them. We've got to protect them
Literally.
because
Yeah.
they're like our kids.
Yeah.
And so then like for us, we're now a bit like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
What's going on over there?
Totally. And
Yeah.
I was watching this TikTok, of course, where I get my education from. I was watching this TikTok the other day, and it was saying that the timing of everything was very interesting because it was almost like the timing of when Meghan was getting all of that harassment was at a very similar time as Will was actually being accused of cheating.
Yes. Okay. I actually think I know what TikTok you're talking about. 'cause I
Yes,
sent
it was
to my
pretty viral,
mum.
yeah.
Yeah. I sent it to my mum and I was like, we don't know the whole story. You need to
Yeah.
lay off. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, not to be annoying, but I read an article on that a while ago.
Yeah.
and it's not the first time he's had those rumors.
no. Well, because apparently he was like a real party boy in college, like worse than Harry. And then they kind of scrubbed that from
Yes.
history because he's
Okay,
gonna
we
be
definitely
king.
saw the same
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then from there was the cheating rumors in 2018. And that was when Meghan was pregnant with the
Archie.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it just kind of like exploded from there when they had those absurd articles about like
Yeah, 'cause
her, the
they're
way
like,
she was holding her
oh,
bump and stuff. And
She's bragging to mothers who
Yeah.
have miscarried because she's holding her bump that way. It's
Yeah.
like,
what the
what?
fuck?
And then they showed a comparison article of Kate, and it's like, oh, beautiful Kate, expected
Yeah.
mother to be. And it's like,
Like
what?
lovingly touching her baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
racism jumped
Crazy.
out.
Yeah, so
Totally.
that's kind of, definitely,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah.
That doesn't diminish the cultural impact that
The wedding had.
Exactly.
100%. I did have another one listed. Well, another two
Okay.
listed, but
Yeah.
they're kind of big ones.
Okay,
So I
that's all
have
right.
One Direction.
Ah,
stunning.
I just don't even know.
a girl after my
It
own
was
heart.
a whole,
Yeah.
the whole experience of One Direction.
Yeah.
The fan
Yes,
fiction,
yes,
the
yes.
them coming to Australia, and like I remember, like it was such a big thing getting tickets for them.
Yeah.
and like girls would come to school crying because they couldn't get the tickets.
I remember this so vividly.
Yes.
Girls were skipping school.
Yes.
Girls were on the phones in the middle of class, on their phone to their
Yeah.
mum, booking the tickets.
And I remember
Yeah.
that my mum would never like.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I was in the first time that they came, no, the second time, I guess. The first time they came, then when they were relatively small,
Yeah.
I wasn't following them. The second time they came, I got given tickets actually by a friend. I bought them off her because she could no longer go. I was like, perfect. That was great. And then the third time they came with the stadium, I bought tickets for that. I was in year 11, and the only reason I remember that so specifically is because I had a laptop, and that's how I got tickets. I was in the middle of class, and I was like,
gosh. Is that the one where
Stunning.
where Five Sauce was the opener?
That was the middle one.
Oh, that is one concert I wish I went to.
Oh,
so
yeah.
badly.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I won't lie.
Was that pre or post Zayn?
Pre. I see. Even when they came on their stadium tour, that was like the month before Zayn left. So we were one of the last people to see him perform with One Direction. Yeah,
Okay, humble brag.
I know.
Literally, as soon as Zayn leaving One Direction was like a personal attack to me. As soon as he left, I was like, dead to me. Dead to me.
Literally, my mum also really likes One Direction, and anytime we're talking about them, and someone will be like, "Oh, didn't that one boy leave?" Mum and I like, don't say his name. It's unacceptable. It's blasphemous. We don't talk about him.
And then when his album came out and it was actually good, I was angry because I was like, Zayn?
Yes, I put
on.
a song on from that album once, and Mum was like, "Madison, is this who I think it is?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Turn it off. We don't listen to that betrayer." I was like,
my
"Oh my
God.
god, okay."
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, yeah. So
I
yeah,
love that.
I'm with you. I totally.
It was a big
Symbiotic.
cultural moment.
It
Moments.
was. It really was.
Yeah.
So
I
did
mean,
you go?
Truly,
did you
sorry, One Direction. I need to say this quickly. One Direction's their entire career was basically just cultural moment after cultural
Oh,
moment.
really true.
100%.
Everything they
100%.
did was like
the stripy shirt,
rippled.
the whole carrot
Yeah.
thing, the pigeon. Like, oh my gosh.
Fuck yeah,
Everything.
It's so
Really
true.
wild.
Yeah.
It's so true. Yeah. So did you go see them in concert or
No.
never?
No, I never went. I never
Fair.
went to see them because I was the only one in my friend group, or at least I thought I was.
Yeah.
We all like talked about it later and we're like, no, we're all obsessed. We're just too embarrassed to say
Yes.
it. But I was like, no, like no one in my friend group listens to that. We were all like, no, we listen to Arctic Monkeys,
Yeah.
like Tame Impala,
Yeah.
like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, and then later we reflect and we're like, oh no, we're so obsessed. We should have just gone.
Yeah.
That's me as well.
Yeah.
You were pretty unashamed.
I was not at first. I kept it a secret for a little while, and then after that I was like, I'm going to the concert. Who's coming?
I used to hide that I read fan fiction so much. Like I remember on my iPod Touch, I had like the Wattpad app on like a little folder with like my calculator and stuff,
That's
and
so
it was
funny.
called like whatever, a random folder on the iPad, and so that no one could find it.
Yeah.
That's
I was so
cute.
embarrassed.
Wow, I love
I
that.
relate to that. I never said who my OTP was. It's
Oh,
Derek.
yeah.
It's Styles and Derek from Glee.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I love that. I love that.
Absolute kings.
Oh, Styles.
Dylan O'Brien.
What a moment.
Could literally
Oh
snap
my
my
gosh!
neck. And
And he's making a comeback right now, and
He really is.
I'm so happy about it.
Yeah, he's actually a really, really good actor.
He was no shade to anyone that was on the show with him, but he acted them all out of
He
the
carried
way.
He really
the show.
did. He carried
Yeah.
the show.
Really just
I feel like him being like bringing that comedic element into it
Yeah.
is what actually helped the show last for so long.
For sure.
Because if everyone had taken it as seriously as the other actors, I
Yeah.
feel like it definitely could have been
This is
like
true.
laughed at or
Yeah,
I don't
for
know.
sure.
But like him being so funny and
Yeah.
charismatic just like brought
Definitely.
such a great element to the show.
But then the one moment in 3B.
Yeah, when he's got the serious situation going.
Yeah,
With
but
the
it's it's when he's covering
Dark
gasoline.
Styles?
He's the
Oh, that one.
the thingy. Oh, fuck.
When they're in
The
that
void.
hotel and they're all like super
Yes.
suicidal.
Yeah, it's
What's that thing called?
The Nugitsune.
Yes,
that
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that?
But it's and he had the flare. And the hotel was like
Oh my
haunted or
gosh,
whatever and was making
yes.
them want to kill themselves.
yes,
Yeah.
and there was like oil or something.
Yeah, and
yes.
Scott was like, "No, you're my best friend." And I mean,
That was a
truly
lot.
no offense to Tyler Posey, but he was doing his best.
Yeah.
And Styles, like Dylan O'Brien,
my
Yeah.
had barely any lines in it, but his eyes were like
Yeah.
telling this entire narrative.
It's so true.
and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
Oscar when?
Yeah, literally.
Honestly.
And then as the 3B, when he was like playing the Dark Styles as
Yeah.
well, genuinely that was the best season of the entire show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like I sometimes will watch just that season
Yeah.
because I'm like, he was amazing.
Yeah, totally.
You know how they had to go into their dreams in the ice baths?
Yeah.
That one. When he gets out and his clothes are all wet. I'm not saying it's the hottest thing ever,
Sexual awakening who?
but I am saying that. No, my sexual awakening was Chase Crawford on Gossip Girl.
Oh my gosh, same.
Yeah,
Same.
Iconic.
okay, we're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
so funny.
Yeah.
Can I be curious and ask what the third cultural moment was?
Vine.
Oh.
Vine.
You just came out with these answers and you were like, I'm taking no prisoners.
You really said banger after banger after banger.
Literally.
Cannot communicate how much of my personality is Vine.
Literally, like my whole sense of humor, and I will not tolerate like younger Gen Zers slandering Vine.
Right?
Vine walked.
It's
so
not our fault.
TikTok could
Literally.
run.
So true.
If they had a better, if they had actual business people on the team that knew how to run a business, they would still be here.
Yeah.
100%.
But instead, they accidentally went broke.
Yeah, seriously. That was fucked up. I don't know.
Literally, I'll just watch Vine compilations that I've seen a million times trying to go to sleep or whatever. And like, sometimes when we're eating dinner and we're like, we can't decide on a show, we're like, just put on a Vine compilation.
Literally. And like some of the Vine humor is so ingrained in my sense of humor that I'll say words now and I forget that I got that from a Vine.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Definitely.
Literally.
Yes, literally. Yep.
And then like, I don't know about you guys, but like my friends, whenever we like get a gift, we're like, thanks. And avocado. Like we'll say whatever the present is. And it's just like, holy crap, that was like 10 years ago almost.
Yeah, it's also impossible to see guacamole and not say free
my God, free
shabakadu.
Oh my God.
Literally
okay.
this morning, I went to breakfast with some friends and one of them got breakfast nachos that had guacamole and I was like,
Have you seen the one? And it's this lady and she's like in a grocery store and they've got like a fake rat.
Yes.
And she's like,
and she goes, fuck you. Oh no, wait, that's a different one.
is that the Beyonce one?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
He's like, you look like Beyonce.
Bitch, I look like Shalissa. Who the fuck is that?
Shalissa.
Me. No, the rat one in the mall is, you know, the singer SZA?
Yeah.
Like a few years ago, someone on Twitter was like, how do you actually pronounce your name? And she just posted that Vine because the lady gets scared and she's like,
That's so funny.
it's iconic.
So funny. That is so funny.
It's
oh my
truly
God.
My favorite Vine is the one where he's wearing like that monster mask and then someone else has that gigantic finger.
That one, and the one with the two friends in the car, and she's eating a McFlurry, and he puts truly game changers.
They shaped who we are today.
Literally. I think I remember this in the first year of college.
Yeah.
You and I, us two, we discovered the TikTok of the mask with the finger down the
that
throat.
was so funny.
We had a meltdown.
Oh my God.
We laughed for like
to this
2
day,
hours.
I don't know that I've laughed that hard.
Guys, I just thought of another
Could not
cultural
stop.
moment.
Okay.
Have you guys seen I'm sure you would have, the video where it's the Scottish lady and she's like, which one of you guys went to the toilet and didn't flush your shit? Disgusting!
I'm cutting the circulation off in her arm. Literally, I've got a TikTok on my page of me just reciting that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm following you on Twitter.
Literally, I'll sometimes just go, today I'll be singing Oof by Cher Lloyd featuring Becky G. And then my favorite part's the sister in the corner going, it's like the most weird thing ever. It's like actually demonic.
Oh God. I think I could quote Vines all day. The one that's going into my mind is, stop, I almost dropped my croissant.
Yes.
It's just
Such
like
a good one.
continuous.
Oh, do you guys remember that one? And it's like the little kid is walking and then he's like, Daddy? And she's like, I bitch the fuck.
Do I look like?
Oh God. Wow. Okay.
Name anything better than Vine.
Can't. Literally not even. I honestly think Vine was better than TikTok just because of that 6-second thing really just like it forced people to fit so much into such a short amount of time. And they did. They pulled it off.
100%.
Like Addison Rae could never.
I think also the great thing about Vine that it felt like more of a community because if a Vine was viral, everyone saw it.
Yeah.
Whereas TikTok,
What are those?
it could be exactly what are those? Whereas TikTok, like it can be viral in a certain part of TikTok or a certain niche within TikTok. But like you can go up to someone and say, "Oh, have you seen the TikTok where blah blah blah?" and they have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Whereas Vine,
Everyone.
everyone knew the big one.
Everyone had the same For You page.
Yeah, literally.
exactly.
Literally, like that girl with the braces, and she's like got the glasses on, and she's like, "Da-na-na-na," and she like turns around.
To take on me or whatever it is.
Like, that was
yeah.
massive.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Everyone saw
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Truly legendary.
Wow.
Did you hear me last night? Just quietly in the kitchen pouring a shot, going, I'm in my mum's car.
Oh no.
Beep, beep. Get out of me car.
That's another classic.
Absolutely legendary.
Classic.
Wow.
Game
Like,
changer.
everyone knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Love it. Honestly. Wow, what a great answer.
Truly, all of them.
All of them, yes. Wow. Oh, goodness.
Absolute bangers.
Truly.
Okay, we should quickly do our
What the fuck?
what the fuck of the week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should have known. I was like, we can do it. We can do a tight 60, 75 minutes.
It's really true. As soon as you came, we should have known that like this was just going to spiral out of control.
Yeah.
so
He said as he lied.
No,
I just-
definitely not. We've been vibing like.
I've had so much fun.
Yeah,
Glad.
same.
What the fuck of the weeks? Okay.
Okay.
I,
Fuck.
I go first, no?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, my what the fuck of the week this week is belly buttons. I don't get you. How, when,
Why?
why? Well, okay, so when you come out of the vagine, you've got the cord.
Right.
What's it attached to in the mum?
I think just like the placenta. I don't know.
Okay, and then more questions. So I'm confused. When they cut the umbilical cord, do they tie it in a knot, or do they just like leave it and like let it
I think
peel into a little nub?
They clip it, and then
Yeah.
I've heard that it falls off.
Yeah.
Like the excess belly
Stuff.
residue, whatever. It
Yeah.
just like after a few days, it just kind of snaps off. And like
Okay, I wish
some
I didn't
people
ask this.
keep it, some people eat it.
Ugh, it's like the period blood thing all over again.
I understand. I
Another
kind of-
cultural moment.
honestly. I kind of understand the placenta one, like eating the placenta, or like,
Or maybe I am thinking of eating the placenta then, not eating the belly button thing.
I mean, according to Maddie, it's all one
it-
and the same.
I don't think it's the same. So, like the placenta, in my understanding, it's very rudimentary. But that's like where all like the nutrients come from, and then the umbilical cord is like how the baby like gets the nutrients from the placenta. That's
Okay,
like,
well, I'm just confused.
like the mouth tube,
okay.
but to your
As
belly
humans,
button.
why do we have that? Then why do we have a belly button for the rest of our lives? Who gave them the right
to exist?
to be little nubs on our bodies? You know?
Also, what decides the shape of your belly button? Is it the way they cut
Yeah.
the thing?
True.
Or is it something else?
True.
Such a good question.
Have
Okay,
you seen that one
research.
SNL sketch?
No.
It's basically just like a group of bros. It's really wholesome, and they're like at the beach, and the one really hot guy is going, "Guys, come on, we're at the beach. No one's judging. You can take your shirts off." And one of the time, they're like revealing their monstrosity bodies, and one of them's just, he's like, "I'm embarrassed. I have an outie belly button. I'm really embarrassed." And he takes it off, and it's
No.
it's like 30 centimeters long. It looks like a dick.
Oh my god.
It's so stupid and so funny. But yeah, anyway,
Wow, that was a lot to process.
thank you. What is your what the fuck of the week, Mads?
Okay, it is. I just thought of it, so you know, it's okay. Like meteorology reports. So I was saying to Jordan before that it was supposed to rain between like 1 and 3 today.
Yep. Didn't
Fucking blue skies. Like, what's the deal?
I shut all my windows for nothing.
Right? I haven't set anything up outside
Oh,
because I'm like,
true.
we're going to be in here when it's supposed to rain. We won't hear it. Like, I need to make sure everything's protected. I don't think it's rained. Like, I just looked at the weather report. It's still sunny
Yeah.
outside. Yeah, so that's my what the fuck.
I think
Be more accurate, otherwise don't exist.
I was listening to a podcast at work the other day. I think it might have been Las Culturistas. Anyway, they were talking about meteorologists and the fact that they have the easiest job in existence
Yeah.
because no one gets mad at them if they're wrong.
Exactly.
They can fuck around and be like, yeah, it's unfortunately this is the day
We
that
all
a comet
die.
hits Earth. as meteorologists do. And everyone would just be like, yeah, okay. And then like, just psych.
Yeah.
We didn't mean it.
And everyone would be like, that's okay. No. Weather
It's a
changes.
difficult job that you have, yeah.
It was because they were talking about there was a cyclone that was meant to hit New York and instead it went to New Orleans.
Oh.
That's a big...
Yeah. But I guess they're going to like,
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, the winds
Yeah.
changed.
And everyone just accepted that.
Wow.
It was a good one.
Yeah, thank you. It's something that gets on my nerves very often.
Now, Jordan, no
Okay.
pressure,
So-
but if you have one.
I do have one.
Okay,
My what the fuck moment is I have a 30-minute commute to work, which is fine. One thing that really just pisses me off is when someone merges in front of you, no wave.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the wave?
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank
So
you.
rude.
Be appreciative.
Where's
Thank you.
the wave?
I
That's
kid
a
you
great
not,
one.
I thought I was the only one who actually waved.
I'm starting to feel like I am because no one's waving at me. I'm like, hello? I only did it for the wave.
Okay, literally.
Feel grateful.
What's better?
Or I won't do this again.
What's better than merging in front of someone and you stick your hand up in the like for them to see?
I feel like such a good
acknowledge you.
person. I'm
Yeah.
like,
It's like, did I just secure my ticket to heaven?
am I better than everyone?
Princess Diana who?
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
God, that's so funny.
No, when
That is
people
a good
don't
one.
wave, oh my God, it angers me so much. I'm like,
Same.
I didn't have to do that.
Right?
I did not have to let you in.
It's like, I did it out of the goodness of my heart, but I would have appreciated some acknowledgement.
Exactly. I did.
Appreciated or expected?
Exactly. Whatever. Yeah, but like, my parents taught me that was what you do.
Same.
Yeah.
Although I guess like small town situation. I mean,
from a
Sunshine
small town,
Coast, but
though.
like no,
Oh,
exactly.
They
so
don't
when
do
you
it in the city.
Yeah.
Oh.
That might be
maybe
That's
I don't
a good
know
point.
because small town people are so much more friendly.
That's a good
So
point.
Yeah, well,
maybe.
it drives me nuts, especially when like you have made like sometimes people just kind of naturally merge in. That's fine,
Yeah.
you do you. But when you've actually made an effort to stop
Yeah.
or to like kind of let them in, no wave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Rude.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm with you.
Thank you.
Wow, that was great.
That was a good one too,
great.
yeah.
Imagine all of us getting like enraged right
Right.
now. We're like, yes,
Destroy them.
Hulk smash.
Okay. 3 really good what the fuck of the weeks, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we're gonna have to wrap up real quick.
Yeah, we really are. What's the time? Oh my god. Okay, yes,
I
we
know,
have to.
I
I've got
know.
someone coming in 10 minutes.
Jordan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thank
It's
you.
been an absolute blast.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, no, thank you for having me. I was so nervous, but you guys like made me feel so welcome. And I mean, you guys drew the stories out of me.
I was nervous to talk to you because I'm like, you're so like eloquent and confident.
You got to see the real me.
This is this has been
So
great.
fun. I think I'm gonna have to adjust the audio levels because of how much we laughed. So
Yeah, I'm
that's a
so
good sign.
sorry. I've never had a proper setup, so apologies in advance for like
No.
if I got loud or anything.
No, it's totally
Don't.
fine.
Just got
Sometimes
excited.
Maddie and I will just be like talking like
Yeah, we're
just
like-
like we're messes.
Yeah, definitely.
Seriously, thank you so much for coming
Yes,
on.
Thank you for having me.
We'll have to
I'm
have
so
you again
honoured.
at some point.
I totally
Please.
agree.
For one of our regular ones, we can talk about the culture.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh my
I
God,
feel like
yes.
you're definitely around it. So, yeah. Okay.
If they ever do a Glee reboot, we need to do like
You'll be back.
We
Yeah,
won't need to
for
do a
sure.
recap because we will be starring in it.
this is true. This is very true.
We're manifesting that right now.
I mean, we are the ultimate theatre kids. Like, come on,
Come
be
on.
perfect.
Come on. I'm a Gleek.
Where
got it already.
It's like it could be like where the theatre kids go after high school.
Oh, yes. Wow. Okay.
Okay,
Beautiful.
let's
They
quickly-
podcast.
Literally. They search for fame elsewhere. Jordan, do you want to give us your socials
Oh yes! Oh my gosh, forgot about that.
and plug your podcast?
Yeah.
Okay,
do.
so you can find me on Instagram at JordanKCreative, and then I also have my podcast, which is the Mess to Success podcast, and it's kind of like I kind of call it the no bullshit ambitious girls or people's
Love that.
guide to life. So it's just like we kind of talk like mindset, we talk, but like it's real, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we tell the stories, so it's like motivational, but it's also like there's tea.
Love that.
It's really good.
It is very
Aw,
good.
It's like the
thank
perfect
you.
bite size.
It's
episodes
true.
as well.
Wow, it's actually way more appropriately lengthed than
It's not-
ours.
I was nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, what if like we don't vibe and there's awkward silences and we have to fill up a 75-minute
Yeah.
podcast, and then lo and behold, 2 hours later.
Yeah, that always happens.
Should have expected it. Maddie, what are your socials?
Okay, Lady Alice 101. Yep, on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Thank you.
Stunning. If you want to follow the pod, you can on Instagram or Twitter at WTFIH Podcast.
Yes.
On YouTube, you can also find us at WTF is Happening the Podcast.
Yes. As
As usual, all the links down below. If you want to follow me, go look at them. I'm not saying it right now. I can't remember. But all the links down below, all the links to Jordan's Creatives, or Jordan's socials are all down below. And little links to everything she talked about today, all the stuff she brought to us, because it's all so exciting.
You guys are so pro. I'm like, I'd never go to that effort.
It's all
I know.
Nick.
No, we
It's all
literally
Nick.
signed up to the podcast network that we're with, and
Yeah.
I was like, I guess we're gonna like tidy shit up.
yeah, honestly, like there's so many typos in my show notes. I just don't give a shit. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like the last thing I do before I press publish. So I'm like,
Yeah.
hi guys, me again.
Relatable content. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much, Maddie. Are you ready?
Okay, yes. Thank you for listening to What the Fuck is Happening, the podcast.
Imagine us actually knowing the
Wow,
name.
I know. I definitely got like halfway through that and I was like, wait, what's the next word? I think it's the title. Like,
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. Bye.
Bye.